another one. One time for your mind now. Don't you just love this beat? Yeah. Let's go.
Could be something true now. I'm not looking anymore. The times are breaking, love are through now. Sharing real connections, what we're made for. Come on, let go the remote. Don't you know you let it on a jump for them? Try to put the road double quick on the go, but I know use. Hang up in cause
And I'm well with a flow, double trouble on a go poses. Kid posing, opposing against these foes. Please know I'm the roses that grew out on the concrete jungles.
not a day goes by without me thinking about that way the world's the big motion. When you walked into my life and we connected like we share the same emotion. Couldn't help but move that threads of better spot us into each other's lives, matches. All this energy's got us inspired now. We couldn't stop it, just say it again.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome back. I know we've been up and down these last few weeks with so much stuff going on in our life, but we are back again to talk about this week in video gaming news. And joining me is Mr. Angry Canadian. How are you doing, sir?
Doing good. Looking forward to this. It's going to be a great show this weekend.
Yes, yes. And for anyone that was wondering, the song that we played at the beginning of the show was a cover of the Magna Malo theme from Monster Hunter Rise. And of course, if you didn't guess, that was Persona 4 Dancing in the Moonlight opening for the video game opener of this week. So, with that being said, let's get right into it. Mr. AC, what's going on in your gaming life?
Well, yeah, I've been kind of preparing for Resident Evil Requiem that's coming out later this month. So I finished/beat the first Resident Evil game earlier this month, and then now I am playing through the remaster, which was originally released in like 2001 or 2 for the GameCube, and then now there's like an HD version that came out on like PC or like modern consoles at the time. So I'm playing through that right now, and that's been pretty interesting. Obviously, I'm still playing through a lot of other games like Yakuza Kiwami 1, and I've been playing through Yeast 8, slowly playing through that game. And then I've been having a lot of fun playing Neon White, which is kind of like an older indie title. And that game has been fun just to kind of play maybe like 3 times a week and trying to get better and like get the high scores so that you can like complete a level or whatever. That's been pretty cool just to kind of graze on for a little bit. And then yeah, but also been playing Crisis Core on the PSP. That's a trippy game to play on the PSP because it just plays really well. Like for such a, I mean, it looks pretty advanced for a PSP title. So I've been having a lot of fun with that, and yeah, I'm looking forward to just trying to chip away at the backlog and get ready for all these new games because, good grief, there's a lot of great looking games coming out this year.
Yes, yes, indeed. And speaking of Crisis Core, it's funny you say that. When I went to the retro shop on yesterday, I saw 7 copies for the PSP of Crisis Core
Heck
there.
yeah.
I was like, oh dear. But I did not buy a single one of them because I spent my money on other PSP games. So I just thought that was funny. Well, yeah. Everyone knows that we've changed up a little bit of the show. Obviously, we haven't been doing backlog battling because I've been very busy and haven't really been talking too much about what we're playing. But last night I did beat Shadows of the Empire, and I gave my thoughts about that because I got the Analog 3D, the 4K N64 system by Analog, and I've been enjoying it, and I've been going back and I've been playing a lot of good N64 games, and now I found new things to collect, and my wife is already mad at me. And speaking of mad, we got Mr. Ando over here saying, yo, 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 yo to you, sir. Hope you're having a good day, and thank you for joining us. So, which news story should we start off with first? Should we start off with light ones, or should we start off with a big topic there, AC? You choose.
I think last time we did light one, so let's do big topic this time.
Okay, I'm going to get this one started. Kind of stuff that we were supposed to cover last week, but due to missing last week, let's just talk about a few of them. one of the older stories on the list here, and this one comes from the new Overwatch from Charlie Intel. Overwatch 2 is no more. Blizzard says Overwatch 2 is being rebranded back to Overwatch starting this next season on February 10th, so it's already happened. AC, what do you think about this new change here, this pivot?
It's interesting because it's kind of similar to what Ubisoft did with Rainbow Six Siege, where I mean they didn't like they created a whole new version of it called Rainbow Six Siege X or 10 or whatever, and
Mm,
then it's basically like the core game is still the same, but they're using that like with a new engine or it's like updated or whatever, and they have they can keep it going as a live service game. So it looks like yeah, with Overwatch here they want to do the same thing, and I'm not an Overwatch person or whatever, but I do remember hearing all of like the the gripes about 2 coming out and how it just didn't feel like anything special compared
mm,
to like the first game. Because even though I didn't play the first game, I remember the hype around it because all of my other like online friends were playing it, and I was like, I have no interest in playing this game. So I know the first game was a big deal, so for them to go back to it means that they're going to try to reclaim that magic, I guess. And I'm kind of curious if that means like all the original maps and like stuff like that will be in this version because it is
I
still
think they were
technically
already
2.
in there to begin with.
Oh, they were in there to begin with? Okay,
Yeah.
that's
So
funny.
the funny thing here is, so for me, I was a big Overwatch guy. This was the last competitive multiplayer game that I actually played before I finally just hung it up and said I'm too old. But the funny part about this is, and this was before both your and mine's time. This reminds me of when not Pepsi, when Coca-Cola made a new Coke flavor and they tried to market it and be like, it's new Coke, it's great, and it tasted like shit. And quickly, the Coca-Cola company went back to get Coca-Cola and I to like the original recipe. So if you ever notice on Coca-Cola cans, sometimes it'll say Coke Classic on it, and that's the reason for that is
Oh, yeah, okay.
because of New Coke was such a colossal failure that they just said we're going to go back to regular Coke, and that's what we're going to leave it as. That's what this feels like to me, is when Coca-Cola did that. This is what Overwatch was doing. This is what Blizzard's doing. Let me say that again, where they were worried that their whole thing was not keeping up. It was kind of getting stale. They were trying to change things around. They were going to add a single player component, and obviously a bunch of leadership changed hands. They got bought out by Microsoft. It seems like they were just throwing things against the wall and seeing what would stick. And eventually they were like, let's just go back and just, I guess, rebrand again back to just Overwatch. Overwatch 2 was a failure, but Overwatch still gets decent numbers to keep it alive. I don't think it's dead by any means. They keep introducing new heroes and everything else like that. So, of course, with this new information, they did also include a couple more heroes, and I think we can bring this up too. Um, yeah, here it is. Let me just swap over here real quick. There we go. Yeah, and then let's make this bigger so people can actually read this. So they got a few new heroes over here, and one of them happens to be a cat.
Okay.
The cat that everyone's been joking about saying, like, break glass in case of emergency.
Yeah, yeah.
So here are the 5 new heroes from the artwork, as we can see right here. This one, of course, right here, ironically enough, the voice actress for this character, I forget her name, got into a lot of controversy online. There you go.
Oh, okay, I did hear about that, yeah.
Yeah, so, and then we've been laughing about this one here. This one, I believe her name is like Dominatrix or something like that.
Oh my goodness.
It's like Domina or something. I don't know. I just know that when I saw this, I'm like, oh, this is for the people who like to get their balls stepped on. That's the character they're making
Yeah.
here. So
The
there you
Dami
go.
Mommy, as they would call it.
Exactly. So representation continues in Overwatch for all the Gooner freaks out there. And Ando chimes in. Haven't touched Overwatch since 2018. Went to check on the update, and turns out I've been banned for forever. Oh no! Guess I'll see if I get some appeals. What happened? How'd
That's
you get
crazy,
banned?
yeah.
That's weird. Someone must have hacked your account then, or something. That's news to me. But overall, does this make me want to go back to the game? No. Just because, like I said, I'm retired from multiplayer life for that kind of PvP kind of situation. I have nothing but fond memories of Overwatch. I can't really say it was a bad game. I know that there was some changes, obviously, with they changed up the roll count, roll queue, uh, opponent match sizes, and stuff like that. I know it was not met with the best reviews, but overall, I Overwatch still is doing pretty good. It might not be doing good on Steam, but it still has a very big audience of cross consoles and BattleNet and everything. So they still keep updating it. They still have a lot of resources behind it. But
Yeah.
yeah, AC, you got any closing thoughts about Overwatch before we move on?
Not really. No.
All
I,
right.
I I can't stop looking at this Dami Mommy on screen.
Yeah. All right. Oh, their names are right here. So it's Domina, Emra, Aran, Jetpack Cat, and Mizuki. So there, that's all the characters' names. It's literally just Jetpack Cat. They gave up on the name. They're like, we can't even come up with a good name for this one. We know what the audience wants.
Yeah.
But the funny thing, though, is I guess we could kind of talk about this controversy. So the voice actress for this character kind of got into hot water simply because she was saying that they kind of made the character too cute. And then one of the community managers and lead dev, I guess, came out and said that they're going to put it under advisement. So that caused a little bit of an uproar on online. And you know, I really don't understand why women hate women. That's what I'm starting to gather.
That's a great way of saying it.
I don't understand. Listen, I'm gonna be honest here for a minute. I know it's like a running joke that like women can't live with each other because they'll just become enemies and one will be stuck with a huge phone bill. That was the joke back in the day. But like now it's just like okay, listen, I understand like you don't want like women to just be in G strings and pasties. I get that, but now you don't even want like women to just look kind of cute or adorable anymore. Like what are we doing here, folks? Like are we running out of things to complain about as a first world nation? Are all the problems officially solved?
Well, this has been kind of done on a social experiment level. Like, I've seen a couple videos, pop up on X or Instagram where you'll have like a girl dressed in a cute outfit, like the character here in public, just standing in public, and then there's a guy with a hidden camera watching, focusing on other women's reactions when they notice it, and like you always see that they have like this. They never have like a, oh, that's an interesting outfit, or like that's cool or cute. It's always like disgust or disdain, like, why are you wearing that? Like, why do you look like that? And of course, like the lady that they're complaining about is like thin or has nice curves and has like a nice outfit on, and that's just because it's just it's kind of been proven that women are just judgmental to each other,
Yes.
like more so than men. And so I'm color me surprised that like this character was um gonna get attacked online by a community that's just full of females, I guess you could say.
Full
Like the
weirdos.
player
Let's just be
base.
honest. The
Yeah,
player,
weirdos.
it's all over. Like the Overwatch fan base is kind of like the new Vegas fan base meme, where it's like Nazis, furries, trans people, and then normies
All of
all
us.
hanging out with each other. That's the Overwatch
Sheesh.
fan base. It's just like
Yeah.
it was the running joke with Overwatch for a while. It's like, oh, Blizzard's in another controversy. Quick, make one of them gay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
I don't understand because this character looks like a normal, like, I mean, I know it's like an American art, like artistic approach to it, but you
mhm,
could kind of see it in a Japanese or an Eastern game, like the style that they're going with there. And
yeah.
and what's funny is like a lot of these people complaining, I guarantee you they consume a lot of anime with characters that look exactly like this or even more egregious. So I don't understand this issue.
Yeah.
But the actress's response is really lame. I did see it and I was just like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
you're getting paid and you're part of like a massive game series and you're gonna be out here and complain or voice the or be the voice for the people or whatever. Like, come
What
on.
people? That's the real question.
Yeah.
All the theys and the gays, I guess. That's the voice that we're working on.
Yeah.
And we got no likes given here. Send an emoji on quick on on Kick. I was like quick. Well, I fucking really
Nice.
flat tired that one. Hey, how you doing over there? Thank you for joining us. And it says, think someone took the account for a joyride for a bit, then got banned. Password didn't work. Had to reset it, but it's protected now. Good.
Oh sheesh. Wow.
That's good. I hate that happen. You know, I keep getting messages now because my data has been like breached online so much with all these hacks. Like, I keep getting emails for accounts that I forgot I had.
Yeah, I keep getting one consistently for Facebook that I deleted like years ago, and I'm like, it's saying like you need to reset your passwords. Like, well, how? I deleted the account. Yeah, that it is. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, but that's all the Overwatch news, and this will bring us over to our other Blizzard news because this is Blizzard's 35th anniversary, and they just had a Diablo event the other day, and this one is of course Warlock classes coming to Diablo Immortal, Diablo 2 Resurrection, and Diablo 4, and then of course Diablo Remastered Collection, Diablo 2 I should say, got a new expansion as well after years of getting nothing. And that came out on the day that this came out, February 11th, so 2 days ago. And I looked it up. It is $25 for this expansion. It gives you more story as well as Warlock stuff. And AC, what's your thoughts about this?
It the Diablo 2 expansion, is this like you said it's like a collection, so was it like remastered or is it the original Diablo 2 game?
So it was remastered and ported to modern consoles with a fresh coat of paint and everything on it too, with I think some quality of life improvements and stuff. But they just made a brand new DLC expansion for it as well.
Oh, okay. All right, cuz that's kind of impressive then, like I'm not impressive. It's a bit odd that they like do an expansion to like an older title, but if it was like recently remastered and everything, then I guess it makes sense. So I have no affinity to Diablo. I know it's like a really big game like series. So, but yeah, that kind of surprised me when I saw people talk about it in the discords.
Yeah, I want to check this out, but I want to go back and play Diablo 2. Diablo 2 has a special place in my heart because it was the first Diablo game I played back in the days of 1998. I know, shocker. Uh, my neighbor at the time, a very nice couple. One of the guys, he was a nice older gentleman, and he let me borrow the game and play it on my PC, and I've liked it ever since. I like Diablo 4. I know that one gets a lot of hate for some things that it's done, but overall, I still like the series. So if you want to go check out all this stuff, like I said, new expansion is out, and it's only $25 if you want to go check that out as well. All right, let's move on to some of the smaller stories. We got a little bit of sad development here. High Guard Studios over here has unfortunately seems to have started laying off a lot of people as High Guard seems to be failing horribly. And I know last time you were on, we talked about the dev being caught off guard, thinking that they were doing a bunch of stuff as well. And the story just keeps getting worse and worse for the studio. I saw somewhere estimates of around 50% of the studio has been laid off.
That's wild. How large is this studio that they're laying off that many people?
I don't know how big the studio is. I actually did not research that real
I can
quickly.
look. Well, I can look it up right now.
Yeah,
While
look it up. Look it up, would you? I'm curious about that, but it does seem like unfortunately everyone online played this game at peak concurrent on Steam. It had over 100,000 players playing it, and it has been slowly dying ever since, which is sad. It was very sad.
So LinkedIn is saying either 51 to 200 employees, but
Two,
that like 50 to 200 employees.
50 or 200 employees? Is that what you just
No,
said?
50 to 200.
50 to 100.
Yes.
Okay.
To 200 to 200.
Oh, whoa, that is a lot of people up there. Oh,
Yeah,
that
and
is.
so it but like this like I'm not sure how accurate it is. This was just like straight from LinkedIn, and there's also another tab that says like there's 96 employees, but that might be like employees that identify that they worked at this Wildlight Entertainment. But
Yeah.
I mean that's insane, like the fact that like this is a like okay, so it's a 200 dev studio. like how much of the farm did they really that they bet on this game? Like that's insane to be like, all right, we're gonna just lay off half of our employees because we didn't make enough off of this game right away. It's like it barely had time to cook, right? It just dropped like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
Um,
it feels like it dropped like years ago now. That's how much the story has evolved and gone.
yeah, and it's weird because like how much corporate backing I guess or how much corporate oversight was put into this then, like I thought this was supposed to be like a brand new studio with like veteran devs, and like they were in charge, they had the keys to the castle, but like I mean that's unfortunate for those people that got laid off, but it's a bit ridiculous that the stakes I guess for a game like this were that high that they were going to just lay off people so quickly.
Yeah. Well, it's like I said, it's one of the things about the gaming industry, right? You have to try to set yourself apart and make something that is cool and catchy, especially in this day and age. You know, the biggest problem I think, like, last time we talked, it's that donkey video that we were talking about, where it's like nobody wants to pay money for one of these type of games unless it's Arc Raiders, and everyone wants to buy Arc Raiders and play Arc
Yeah,
Raiders,
yeah.
and nobody wants to play these games when they're free to play unless they're insert one of the many successful other games out there that are still free to play. So I think this game got way too much pressure put on it because Jeff Keighley was like, "Oh my God, this is the best game ever. I believe in it. Look at me. I'm giving it free advertisement. It's the pinnacle game I'm going to show off." And I think that might have hurt this game just as much as it might have helped it too. It was a double-edged sword at the end of the day. And we got Mr. Vodka Grease here saying High Guard was okay and not as bad as people made it out to be. At the same time, I can see the genuine critiques with good points. You should have 1 to 2 hours playtime to write a review on any storefront. I do agree with that. You still should be able to really have to put your skin in the game to kind of give it some time, especially for something like this. 2 hours for a multiplayer game, I think, is generally a good estimate for a gameplay loop of what the multiplayer is going to be like.
Yeah.
I do agree with you
Yeah.
on that one, Vodka. So, but yeah, like I was saying, I do think Keighley put a lot of pressure on this one. It does seem like the devs really did believe in their product, which a lot of people were like, "Oh, well, look at them, they were so ignorant." But I want devs to be confident in their work.
Yeah.
Like like the guy who does It Takes Two in that. I'm blanking on his name. Joseph Ferris. Like Joseph Ferris, he's cocky. He tells you all the time, like, "Oh, my games are big, great, and they're going to be wonderful, and you're going to love them." And you want your devs to have confidence in their work as well. you know.
Well, yeah. I think two things. Like, I didn't realize that you can review games so quickly on Steam. Like, I thought there was a threshold, like an hour to 2 hour threshold. Only because whenever I play like a new game on Steam, it always felt like at least after an hour or two, it'd ask you like, what would you rate this game? So yeah, the review bombing, quickly, like too quickly, definitely didn't help this game. But no, I knew from the beginning that like Jeff Keighley definitely has a lot to be blamed for this because of
Hmm.
how much he hyped it. Like if it would have came out with no like push from him, it probably still would have got a lot of like the negative attention as far as like the review bombing and stuff. But like you said, because he gassed it up so much, it has like way more eyes on it. It had a bigger explosion, I guess you can say. So, yeah, it is unfortunate, but it doesn't help that one of the devs was going online and basically blaming the modern consumer for the failure of this game. It's like, well, I mean, what do you want? The consumer spoke, and then they didn't want to play your game. So I don't know what else you really want from them.
Yeah, if I have to give PR advice to any video game company out there, if your game's failing, don't try to increase that nail into the coffin faster.
Yeah,
Just you're gonna turn people off when you start attacking them. You're right or wrong. Let's just be fair here. Right or wrong. Humans are always going to be fickle, and as we've learned from just talking about video game news and gaming in general, you never know what's going to be a hit and what's going to be a failure until it comes out. And then Vodka says over here, it probably would have more players if they just shadow dropped it and had a trailer in the middle of the Game Awards. Too much pressure as it was. The last thing. So yeah, I like I said, I do agree. If they didn't make it the last thing, I do agree with you on that one. And Ando says Steam does filter reviews a little if it appears to be review bombed, but not the greatest. Even sort of happened with Kiwami 3 and 0.9 hour review saying it sucks.
Huh. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
cool.
hopefully they strengthen it a bit more.
But I hope this game makes a comeback. I know they've been putting a lot of work for it, and it's never fun when people lose jobs. You know, I like I said, it's never good to wish bad karma on other people, even if you don't like them, because then something could go bad for you. That's how I look at it. Speaking of wishing success for other games, we got some other news here from Machine Games on being part of Microsoft, going back to The Office and Wolfenstein 3. So basically in this article here, links also to all these articles, if you want to read them, are in the description. But it's a very good, interesting article about Machine Games after it was bought and acclimated into the Microsoft ecosystem, how they adjusted to work post-COVID, and how they really want to go back into making Wolfenstein 3. They said they are not done in the world of Wolfenstein. And it sounds like they've also been increasing their studio size and trying to get more production out of there. Machine Games, as you also know, recently did the well-received and critically acclaimed Indiana Jones game that came out relatively recently. And that's another game I'm sending you in your package there, AC. I forgot about that. I got to grab that and bring it down.
Oh, I can't wait to play that game.
Yeah, but AC, what do you have to say about Machine Games and something and so on?
I didn't realize that they were the people that did like Wolfenstein and stuff, so that's really cool. And what makes it even cooler is like yeah, they did Indiana Jones. I didn't even know that because I know like Bethesda published Indiana Jones. I thought Bethesda actually worked on it as well, but it looks like they outsourced it to Machine Games here. So
well, Machine Games is part of the Bethesda umbrella up there with
okay.
id Software, formerly Tango Gameworks, and Arcane. I think Arcane. I don't like Arcane personally. I always forget about them, but I know a lot of people are hit or miss with them. So yeah, they're under that Bethesda umbrella. And Todd Howard was the executive producer on this Indiana Jones game as well.
Oh, he had to be. He had to be. It was his dream project, basically.
Yeah, how he wanted to start off and make a Indiana Jones game. That was his first video game he made. That's a wild conversation to have.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really good to see. So, like I said, if you're curious about the topics that we have, all spoilers are in the description of this video if you want to go ahead and check them out on yourself. Read them on your own time. But yeah, definitely check this out. Really good article full of a lot of good information. All right, now we're going to break it up a little bit here because we're going to play a little trailer. This was just announced today, of all days. And this is... update for Kingdom Come Deliverance, the original, with a next-gen patch for PS5 and the series consoles.
Peggy 18.
My friend, have I ever told you about my past? I think it's time you heard the whole story.
Henry, get up now. There's work to be done.
You still have a lot to learn.
I'm fucking the one that did this to you. I remember his face.
All of it. Fled from the enemy, disobeyed your orders.
But you need training, arms, a horse.
Take me into your service and give me the chance to learn these things.
This land of ours is in the shit. Deep fucking shit.
Where's my fucking sword?
We will hack them to pieces.
Promise me you'll take care of yourself.
So much has changed since those days, but I can recall it all. The good parts and the painful ones. So, let's have a drink. And let me tell you everything.
So there you have it. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, not 2. Kingdom Come Deliverance is getting a next-gen update. It is out today for the people who have existing copies of it for PS5 and Xbox consoles. And on top of that, too, it says it will bring 60 FPS performance, updated visual graphics, and if you've already started playing the game and you want to continue playing it, it will carry over all your save data to this update as well. So that's good to see and good to hear. AC, what are your thoughts about this game?
Well, I have not personally played it, but one of my friends will not shut up talking about this game as if it's like the second coming. Apparently because there's just a lot of like interesting mechanics in the game that you don't get in any other game. Like when it comes to decision making and like how the NPCs in the games really behave like real life type of people with like time of day type of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
events, and like your main character, like how you level up is basically through skill and not really like numbers and stuff like a normal RPG would be. So, is the concept like the gameplay sounds really interesting. I just haven't got around to really getting a copy of it, but it is cool that it has a like a performance boost and everything. Which I remember this was accidentally leaked a few weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
and so now that it's like officially announced, that's really cool to see that. So I'm looking forward to playing it on either PlayStation 5 or Series X then in the future.
Yes, and they did say for all the physical homies out there that this will be getting a physical release later April or early May. From last time I just checked, I don't have 100% confirmation off that, but I did see this will be getting a physical copy as well. Also, Vaka says Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I still have it in my stack. It's the packaging needs to get to it. It's fire. I know a lot of people really love this series. I just haven't sat down and played it yet. It is pretty fun Eurojank, as they would like to say, because it was a little bit of a indie darling back in the day. But I hear the sequel is absolutely amazing and expands a lot more on choice and play and everything else like that too. I know our friend Mr. Shaka Zulu is a huge fan of it, so
Yeah.
I bet he's excited to see that this is going to be getting a update in graphics and stuff. Excuse me. But yeah, I thought that was pretty fun nonetheless. All right, let's get over to our one of our first things here. Rumor Mill's going live. Pokemon, this 30th anniversary is coming up really quick. It will be in 2 weeks. February 27th will be the 30th anniversary of Pokemon Red and Green, the initial release dates for Pokemon in Japan back in 1996. And then, of course, here the rumor's been going on that we are going to see Fire Red and Leaf Green get a definitive port to Nintendo Switch, and it will not be part of the Nintendo Switch Online, and it will be a standalone buy. Price estimates have been really high, running that these games will be $30 each if you want to buy the games. AC, do you believe in this rumor? Do you want it to be true? Have you any interest in playing Fire Red and Leaf Green?
I don't believe in this rumor. I want it to be true because I think it'd be cool. And yes, I do want to play these games because I'm a big fan of Gen 3's engine. I grew up playing Ruby, and I had a lot of fun playing it. And I always wanted to play Fire Red and Leaf Green because it's made from the same engine. So it would be awesome to play these games like now in the modern era. But I just see some of these like Pokemon rumors and stuff. I just find them ridiculous. Like I don't know, Pokemon Company and Nintendo, the way they operate with like the game releases and how like we're on like year 10 of like the Switch in general, and they still haven't added like any of the Pokemon, well, except for I think like Mystery Dungeon, but like
And
any of the
TCG.
mainline Pokemon games to the NSO, which is like it would drive their numbers up. Like people would buy NSO just to go and play those, but it's weird that they're not going to. Um, yeah. So if it does come out, I hope there's a physical. Something tells me there won't be a physical, and it'll
No.
probably be a timed release, just like
Yeah.
the Super Mario 3D All Stars was a timed release.
Yeah, no, especially because Pokemon is such a money printer, and just like when they did the original game releases on the 3DS, I feel like they just will want to squeeze every little drop that they can. $30 is steep. I understand there's a gripe with it online. To be fair, these games were $40 games when they released back in the day, but that's
And how
code.
much are they now, too?
I can tell you right now, $100 for
Yeah.
maybe more if you want a complete in box. Which there's a reason why all my Pokemon games are pretty much repo boxes. Ironically enough, except for Leaf Green, I actually have a legitimate.
Nice.
So that's hilarious. But yeah, I would love if Nintendo just got wise and said, okay, limited time, 1 year celebration of the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. We'll re-release all the Pokemon games from the Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, and the DS and 3DS era on the Switch eShop, and we'll range them in price from like $10 to 30. Let's just say that, you know.
Yeah,
And,
because if you think about it, if they're trying to make Switch the kind of like forever platform for Nintendo,
mhm.
as long as you're able to access the Switch like that library in the future for like the next couple consoles, buying these digitally is still more or less worth it, but it would be much better to have them physically, which I don't know in the future what the form factor will be for like the physical cartridges and stuff. So by the way, they did this with Fire Emblem. They the original Fire Emblem game. They did a timed release for its anniversary, and you can't buy it anymore. Digital, I should say.
Well,
So
they also gave it a cool collector's edition too.
yeah, which is like kind of hard to get now. So
I know.
yeah,
I'm kicking myself for not buying it when I had a chance. I still
yep,
look for it when I'm out. But man, could you imagine if Pokemon did something like that with these games or any game? You know?
yeah. It would be insane. It would sell out right away, and
Oh, I'd be fighting. I'd have to
yeah,
fist fight people.
maybe that's the reason why they don't do it. They're worried about worldwide catastrophe and worldwide riots over it.
The Pokemon riots. Were you there?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
No, but Vodka says over easy money for Nintendo. Modern Pokemon games are terrible, so give us the good ones. I slightly disagree with you on that one, but like I said, I understand people's dislike for them. And then Ando says hard to buy a greedy company like Pokemon to sell stuff for $30. I understand what you're trying to say here. But you know, it's hard to say no. Pokemon has just gotten such a massive resurgence these past few years, from COVID spending to Pokemon cards and everything. And you know, I used to be sponsored to play Pokemon. For the people who are new here, I used to travel the country to play the card game, and I'm very happy I got out of it. Upset I sold my collection because I probably could have paid off my house with how much money some of my cards were worth when I sold them now. But overall, I want this to be true. You will be on that show with me in 2 weeks when they finally do something like that. So I'm looking forward to us sitting down and watching the Pokemon Day event too. We might have to see if IJP is on to get him on here too,
Oh yeah.
because I would love to hear that. Maybe Whoopa as well.
Yeah, Hoopa, yeah.
Almost like Pokemon Go riots in Tokyo. Oh man, there was so many crazy Pokemon Go things when that came out, even here in the States.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking now. Like, I wonder if like they took from that. They're like, man, can cause some crazy stuff to happen. So that's why that they're using it as an excuse. It's a silly thing to think about, but just that's the excuse why they're not doing this. I mean, look at in Japan they did the exclusive card for the McDonald's Happy Meals, and how that was like an absolute disaster with all the Chinese scalpers
Yeah.
buying like hundreds of Happy Meals and just leaving the food behind. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Did you see the news story that just happened in Japan?
No.
I think it might be from your neck of the woods or close by it, but there was a guy that got caught because he had, I think, like 10,000 SIM cards, and
sheesh.
and he was doing breaking the rules over there to buy Pokemon limited edition product.
Oh,
and
interesting. Okay.
and he got busted for reselling SIM cards and everything else. And I guess he's going to be doing some major time out there.
No, that's news to me. That's that's crazy.
Yeah, I just heard about it a couple days ago, but I thought that was pretty funny timing right there. But yeah, we'll see pretty soon if things come to pass. But that's one story. Let's go on to another one. So the upcoming new Pokemon game from both Game Freak and what I think it was Koei Tecmo is going to be coming out soon. Pokepia. Game Freak on how Ruby and Sapphire inspired Pokemon's biggest ever spin-off. Coming on over here. Shigeru Omori, the Pokemon Company's most senior game director, fondly recalls his first roles in the early 2000s designing maps for the Game Boy Advance titles Ruby and Sapphire. When I was creating the map, which was 2D at the time, I was putting grass onto it where Pokemon would appear, he told VGC in a Tokyo conference room in a gleaming silver tower, which also represents as Pokemon's de facto headquarters. That feeling of Pokemon appearing when I was creating the habitat was very interesting to me, and that feeling is something I cherish. So if you want to find out more of this information here, basically everything that's going to be coming out about Pokepia, there's a really good breakdown. There's also a video attached to this as well, so you can check this game out. AC, do you have any thoughts about this game? I keep seeing it, and I keep going, man, this would be a fun game to buy for my wife, but it's $70, man.
Yeah, I remember seeing the initial like trailer for it, and the concept seemed interesting. It was like Pokemon Animal Crossing. But yeah, that price. And isn't this game on a game key cart for the Switch too?
Yes, it is.
Which is like insane. Like what were they thinking about to do that? So that's automatically like a no buy for me. I just have no interest in playing all these spin-offs. I like the Pokemon Snap spin-off, the new one, which I didn't even get a chance to finish it. And then of course the Legends series spin-offs have been pretty interesting. But this game, I don't know, man. Well, I'm very curious to see when it does come out how well it sells. I'm very curious, like the normies, the mass audience out there, will they turn up for this game or not?
That's my take too. I feel like this game would probably sell better if it had, say, for example, a $40 price tag or even a $60 price tag. But every day I struggle with this one because I keep going, oh, should I just bite the bullet and be just that greedy consumer, that glutton, just like pay pig, and just buy this for my wife? And then I just go, no, you gotta show some restraint because this is also made by Koei Tecmo as well. So I feel this game has a better chance to go down in price faster than if it was basically a first party only Nintendo game.
Yeah, and what's funny, I have a funny feeling. I need to double check, like on PlayAsia or whatever. It's probably not gonna the Japanese version. If you want to buy that version, it's because it will be cheaper because of the currency conversion. I think
Yeah.
it probably won't even have international language on it too.
Ooh,
I have to
you should
double
check
check
that.
that.
Check that
Yeah,
for me.
because if it has international language, then yeah, you could get the Japanese version. It'll be a little bit cheaper. But Koei Tecmo does not like putting multi languages on their Japanese release of the games.
Do you really need to understand what's going on in it? You're just building stuff. You can just get a translator.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
You know, but there's some cool designs there. I guess like the Pokemon Professor is a Tangrowth. There's like a special Pikachu that's ghostly white. So it looks like they're doing some stuff that has interest. I'm curious about reviews. If people come out and say this is probably one of the best Pokemon games that you should pick up and play, I might pull the trigger. But there's so many games that are coming out soon with Resident Evil 9, Monster Hunter Stories 3, and so on and so forth that are just about to get ready to drop. Hell, Yakuza Kiwami 3 just dropped, and I haven't even played that. High on Life 2 came out today, which
Yep.
I actually started playing that a little bit too, which, to be honest with you, it feels like more of High on Life. So take that as you will. But overall, I think this is going to be cool. Like I said, link to this article is in the description of this video if you want to check it out. AC, I believe this is one that you talked about that you read over here, or you brought up as well. So we're going to get... Actually, we'll get over to this one first, and then we'll move on to our final two before we get on to the state of play. So over here, Yakuza Kiwami 3 and Dark Tides could be the last Kiwami game, according to producer Masayoshi Yokoyama. Did I say that right?
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
said that. Okay, cool. So, why don't you give a little bit of background to this one real quick? Because you read this article more than I did, I think, or you looked into this more, I should say.
Yeah, I tried. I was looking into it a little bit. Basically, so like, correct me if I'm wrong. Kiwa or the original Yakuza 3 was that like an early PS3 title or late
Yes.
PS2? It was early PS3.
It was the first PS3 title.
Okay, so with the Kiwami project, it looks like they wanted to just kind of like remake the games in their new engine, and it looks like they wanted to do with games that or for like a better term, like simpler, like because I guess like Yakuza 4 and later on it gets a bit more ridiculous with all the places you go, the people you play as, and etc.
Yeah,
So
it's a fucking tour of Japan in 4 and 5.
yeah, so at least with like 3, where you go to Okinawa and you also you're in Kamurocho, they can kind of like reuse the same assets that they did with 2 and 1, and but also now I'm playing Kiwami 1 right now, and so
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything of the story going past that, but apparently the ending of Kiwami 3 is like so drastically different than the original game that people are saying they're claiming it's like its own timeline now, that they would have to like they would have to create like a whole new Yakuza 4 going forward. So and apparently like that might be the case if they do that, like this says here. It would be part of a different series, like so. Um, but yeah, I'm assuming that they're satisfied with just remaking 3 into this Kiwami like version, and that they don't really want to do it for 4, 5, and 6 because let's be honest, they want to make new games like they're doing with Stranger Than Heaven, and they want to keep going in like that direction as well, like making new games.
Mm-hmm.
And so we gotta let them have that chance to do that. So.
Which is fine because the original creator of the Yakuza series, he has departed, and now he's working on that Dragons game. I forget what it was called. Tokyo Dragons.
Gang of Dragons or
Gang of Dragons. That's it. Yeah, he's working on a Gang of Dragons. So that seems to be kind of the new compromise here. I know he had plans to do Ichiban kind of spin-off as like the successor for Kiryu, and it seems that they set up another story post Kiryu, but they haven't fully committed to that. It feels like it's Dragon Ball Z syndrome, where they want to move on from Kiryu, but they don't want to move on from him at the same time. Kind of like they want to move on from Goku, but they don't want to make Gohan the new hero.
Yeah, because apparently the man who erased his name is supposed to be like the end of Kiryu's like story, like his
Yeah.
grand story, and then the way they did it with Like a Dragon and Infinite Wealth, it's like they brought him back because they kind of still need him. Like he's the face of the series, right? So
Mm-hmm.
um again, this is coming from somebody that's like really new to Yakuza, so it's just all like secondhand information from videos and longtime fans. But I mean, if they end the Kiwami project at 3, then I think that's perfectly fine, as long as like like the difference between 3 and 4 isn't like too great as far as like the engine and the gameplay and stuff. But I really want to see them make new games. Like that Stranger Than Heaven game looks ridiculous. Like it
Yeah, I
looks
can't wait to
really
hear more
interesting.
about that.
Yeah. So if they do more stuff like that, that would be amazing. And like some other spin-off games as well, like the Pirates that we played last year.
That was
Um,
great. It was
I
pure
still got to
fun.
play Ishin, which is like the Edo period style Yakuza game. So
Yeah.
if they do stuff like that, that's what they should be really focusing on. So
I feel like for me, and I will say this is kind of like foreshadowing for the state of play. They seem to be trying to cater to another new audience to get a second bite at the apple, because these games are well over 20 years old. You know, they were made for the PS2. A lot of them. A lot of people in the West did not play them at all because they were niche PS2 games. They've basically been tied to the hip of PlayStation exclusivity. Some of the games never left Japan. Obviously, the PSP spin-offs. Ishin finally came to the West because that was one that a lot of fans have been dying to get. They did the whole remaster of them. And Yakuza 5 did not get a physical release on the PS3 out here, too. You know that?
Yeah, yeah, I found out about that. Like a lot of these games took forever to get localized in America, or like in the West, I should say.
Mm.
So people were really like clamoring for any Yakuza they can get, and it just took forever.
Yeah, and like I said, they're all good games. They're all long. That's I think another thing too. I'm still working my way through 6. But 4 and 5, I do feel like they were trying so much new and interesting stuff. And while I do think they're good stories, I don't think that they have been exactly the best to play, especially 3 and 4 because they really feel like PS3 games. So if there is a drastic change in in Kiwami 3, I will be curious to check it out and see it because I want to see what they do. And to be fair, they did add that Dark Ties storyline. They did change up and add more mini games and stuff like that into this, new remaster, remake, whatever you want to call it. I guess remake would be the correct term. So I can't wait to check it out and see some more. My copy is still coming from good old VGP. It has not reached me yet. And I got to figure out a way to get that steelbook because it looks awesome. Did you see it?
There's a steelbook for this one?
Yes.
I didn't know that actually.
Europe only.
Oh, of course, yeah. Of course it's Europe only, yeah.
Yeah. Ando says, think it's Kiwami 3 set up something new as direction to take the side games. I beat Kiwami 3, and yeah, it sets up something. Oh, cool.
No,
Thank you
beat
for
it
letting us know.
already? Sheesh. That was quick.
Yeah. So speaking of Sega, let's talk about the parent company for RGG. It says here, Sega plans to release 4 major new titles for mainstay IPs by the end of March 2027. And I guess the real question here is, without reading this article, if you want to read it and check it out as well, it says over here, games that have been announced but don't have release dates yet include Persona 4 Revival, Stranger Than Heaven, Total War, Warhammer 4000, and Total War 3 Medieval. Or Total War Medieval 3. AC, what would you hope that one of these mainstay IPs would be coming out?
Well, obviously Sonic, the next 3D Sonic game. The last one being Frontiers. So it's kind of like we're now in the cycle where there should be like a new 3D Sonic game coming out. I'm really drawing a blank on my Sega titles here. I guess. Well, it would be The Stranger Than Heaven. That would definitely be 2027 then. I don't think it's coming out this year, 26.
I don't think it fits as that mainstay. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I don't know because Sega's really like they've really bolstered the Yakuza series so that it's become a very global brand now, and I would consider it's part of their mainstay IP. I mean,
I would say for the studio, I wouldn't say that it's a new IP though. That's why I wouldn't consider it a mainstay. When I think of mainstay, I think of Sonic. I think of Virtual Fighter. I think of Total War would be a good example of that one because they do own Creative Assembly. I
what
think
about
of
Super or Monkey Ball then?
Super Monkey Ball. I could see one of them. I think we might see more announcements for games they announced way back like 2-3 years ago now. Where's the Crazy Taxi game? Where's the Jet Set
Well,
Radio Future game?
That's what I thought this article was referring to because yeah, they did announce that the Jet, like you said, those like remakes, excuse me, of those classic Dreamcast type of games. Like I thought that's what we were waiting for. Like that's what this is talking about because people were saying that they're gonna remake I think Sonic Adventure, right? Like at least like 4 of those games are gonna be what's the other one? Not
Golden
Golden
Axe.
Axe. Oh,
It
yeah,
is Golden
Golden
Axe.
Axe. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was another one. Like they show gameplay of that, and it was like completely different than the original game. So I'm assuming that's what they're talking about here. But I guess if you're gonna talk about like the current, like mainstay IPs, then it would be your Sega, your Persona, your Total War, like you said. Um, I know I'm missing another Sega game here, but I just can't think off the top of my head. So Sonic would be at the top of the list for me because
I,
I'm one of those guys.
I just want Sonic Adventure 3 already. Damn it! Can we get something?
We got it. It's called Sonic Frontiers,
Don't lie to me.
and that's the closest you'll get to it.
I want my chocobos. Where are my not chocobos?
Chocobo.
Chows. I got a chow.
Yeah.
Chows. Sorry, I got Final Fantasy on the brain too, so that's another problem. I'm so oversaturated with Japanese IP right now. They're all blending together into a soup. But no, I want the Chow stuff. That's all I want. I want Sonic Adventure 2 Chow Garden, like just a game. Can I just get a Chow Garden just a game?
That would be funny. Actually, that would have been a great game to have on the Switch as well. You know, a good handheld type of game.
I think that'd be great. I think Sega's missing out on a lot of money for that one, to be honest with you. But yeah, let me know in the comments. If you're watching live or if you're watching post, what is the Sega game you would like to see revived? I'm very curious, and I would like to hear your opinions. Speaking of, since we're talking about other companies saying they're about to release some mainstays, Metro and Darksiders owner Embracer says it will soon release a long-awaited major game. So the holding company owns Metro, Dead Island, Tomb Raider, and many more IP. Now, I guess I should ask here: are you familiar with the Embracer Group and all the studios and IP that they own?
Not really. I've heard the term, like I've heard people talk about Embracer. I'm just like, it's still kind of new to me, like what that all encompasses.
It's got games like they just announced it the other day. Soul Reaver, Tomb Raider, Metro series, obviously the Darksider series, a bunch of studios. Like I would have to double check with you about what IP they own. Could you bring that up actually?
Sure. What part of Tomb Raider is it then? Oh, you mean like the Amazon? Like now Amazon owns that Tomb Raider portion?
No, they own the IP and the studio.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so like IDOS Montreal, Crystal Dynamics, they also own them. So they
another
also
Swedish company.
yeah, they also own Deus Ex. I'm guessing
Oh,
too
that's
with
right.
that deal.
Yep. Yeah.
So there's a lot of games that they IP that they own. I think they own like
Lord of the Rings, or
I think they bought the rights to publish games, but I'm not 100% sure about that one.
okay.
It could be a Lord of the Rings game. I know there was rumors that they were working on something.
I'm still looking up like what games are under this Embracer Group banner. But okay, well, Legacy of Kain, right? Saints Row, Thief, Borderlands, right? Oh, it says via Gearbox.
They sold Gearbox off. They spun themselves off, so they're not owned by Embracer anymore.
Okay. Oh, they're THQ Nordic.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, like I said, Dead Island. Okay, so yeah, they got quite a bit of games here that I recognize. I just didn't realize it was under this big banner. That's cool. Dark Horse Media. Okay.
I didn't know they owned that. They own so much. They're IP content farmer. They've shut down and closed a lot of studios.
Yeah.
I know Metro just released a VR game as well. I don't know. I
Well,
really
it's
couldn't
definitely
tell
not
you.
Tomb Raider because they've already announced all of that, so there's no
Yeah.
reason to like cover that. Man, if they do another DOS X game, I mean that could be something pretty crazy in this modern era. So, besides that, I mean they did come out with the Destroy All Humans game a while ago. Oh yeah, Reanimal. That's part of that. What's his name? Or Vodka Grease brought up Reanimal, so that's part of Embracer Group.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know, man. I'm not like super familiar with this company to know like what is a long-awaited game that they're releasing from Carbonite.
I don't know. I'm gonna say Deus Ex. It feels like that would be the big comeback for that studio.
Yeah.
But I don't know if IDOS was working on it because IDOS is working on so many other side projects too. So
Yep.
I'm curious to see about that. Let me know
Or
in the
Dead Island?
comments.
Was Dead
No,
Island
they
recent?
just did Dead Island 2.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think they're going to do a 3 that quickly. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think. And that should do it for just the regular news. Today we're going to now watch the Sony State of Play. I did not watch this live. But I did watch the announcements and I did see everything like that. But I kind of want to get my thoughts and say what they are about it. AC, did you watch any of this, or did you kind of just see the announcements and move on?
No, I actually got to catch it live because it started at a good time for me in the morning time, so that was kind of nice to be able to see it live for once.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll check this out for sure then. I'd like to hear my raw reactions and yours. Let me turn it down a little bit here. PlayStation Studio.
I sense suffering here, Spirit. Do you need help?
Oh, so they opened this show with this game, huh?
Yes.
A spirit guide? It's been a long time since we've had one of your kind in Cosmora. I'm glad you're here.
Side note, why do people online always want to sexualize like teenage and young girls right away now with these Gooner comments I've seen?
Yeah, it's a tell. Let's just leave it at that. It's a tell.
It's weird. It's starting to get a little weird here, folks. Because Bridge of Spirits, she was a child, so it can't be much older to Bridge of Spirits.
That temple has been sealed as long as I can remember. Dangerous corruption was locked inside, along with the secrets of forgotten practice.
Now this looks like a drastic increase from the prior game.
Spirit guides here once used alchemy to cleanse corruption. Maybe you can do the same.
This game looks very beautiful, though.
Yeah.
Fear will bind you, gripping to the present, which must always pass. Regret will bind you, longing for the past you cannot change. Love will bind you, yearning for a future you will not see.
Okay.
Unbound, may you depart in peace.
So you never played this first game, right? You never played Bridge of Spirits?
No.
So maybe I'll include a copy of that for you to play. Because I played this when it first came out. It was one of the very early PS5 games I played. And it was alright. That's the best way I could say it. It was a nice, pretty game. I know the studio behind it, Ember Labs, they were originally like movie makers before that. That's where their background came from, was those 3D Pixar kind of movies out there.
Well, that
And-
makes a lot of sense then, because when I saw this trailer, I was like, why does this look like a 3D, like an animated movie, like the way the characters animate and the movement and stuff?
Yeah.
So if that makes a lot of sense now, which is kind of cool because you're playing that level of quality, I guess you could say, in a game. Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought this was good overall. I thought it was a good family-friendly, fun kind of game. I never beat it. I got about halfway through it, and then I just was like, oh, this isn't bad, but I don't know. I just didn't have the will with all to play it. I think I should go back and replay it because, like I said, it was good. It was a good first attempt from the studio, and it definitely seems they have improved a lot on their gameplay aspects from what they're highlighting here. And if that's the case, I would like to see this. Kind of like Josef Fares, where he got his start in filmmaking. I would love to see what the second attempt is now that they know how to make a video game and not just a movie.
Yeah, I'm this trailer sold me on wanting to go back and play the original game. So I'm very excited or curious to play this original game first before this new one comes out. It looks like my type of game as far as like the gameplay, like the action adventure platformer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the PS2 GameCube era style of platforming. You know, like your Sly Coopers and whatnot. That's what it looks like to me. And with the combat being looking pretty interesting. So, yeah, and your reaction as far as like uh, a big upgrade from the first game. That's what I saw online too. People are like, "What? Like this is from the same people? Like this is a sequel? Like wow, this looks like much like better." Well,
Mm-hmm.
not putting a bash on the original game. So I'm actually curious now to see like how the original game is, and then like you said, play this new one. So yeah, it looks cool. I like the art style of it too. I think it's like you said, they come from a movie background, so it makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah, so I'm very curious to check it out. Also, I think it was a cross title too. I think it was PS4 and PS5.
Yes, yes. It's on. By the way, the Bridge of Spirits is on sale on Steam for 50% off right now. If you want to play it on Steam, but yeah, I was looking at Play Asia because I'm like, I wonder how much this game is right now because I can't get a physical copy in Japan. They never really released a physical out here.
Oh well, I'll double check because I think I got an Xbox copy of it. I can send you.
There's an Xbox version of this game. That's
Oh yeah, yeah. It eventually got ported to Xbox much later on.
that's funny. Actually, I'm sorry. Oh wow. Okay.
But yeah, definitely looks good. Pretty good, strong first start there. I know
Yeah.
there's a decent amount of fans for this. As you can see, it is coming out this year. I think I gotta. Maybe I should, in our league, try to snipe this game because I don't think anyone grabbed it yet.
Oh, you can say that now. All right, let me go put a bid on it.
Oh, let me go put a bid on it too.
I'm just kidding. I got like 2 slots left in the league, and I'm trying to hold out to see if there's something else. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one. I got it set up here so I can take a gander at it later.
But yeah, good opener. I think this was a fantastic opener to this state of play.
Yeah, good opener because it also has a lot of cross appeal to normies, families, and the hardcore who really like this stuff. I played this with my wife and she was enamored with it, so I'm curious if you will consider playing with yours.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Hey everyone, I'm Josh and this is my brother Mike.
We hope you enjoyed that first look at our next game, Kena, Scars of Cosmora.
After the amazing response to Kena Bridge of Spirits in 2021, the team was excited to take on the challenge of creating something even bigger and better this time around. Our partnership with PlayStation Studios has empowered us to expand our scope while still staying true to what made the first game special.
Since her adventure in Bridge of Spirits, Kena has grown into an older, more experienced spirit guide. Her reputation now precedes her. She comes to a new land called Cosmora, home to multiple distinct communities. On this adventure, Kena discovers a spirit guide's role in helping living people, not only those who have passed away. With PlayStation Studios support, we're building on everything that fans loved about the first game. Deeper, more dynamic combat, epic boss battles, a larger, richer world, and of course, our charming spirit companions.
Kena, Scars of Cosmora releases on PlayStation 5 and PC. Thanks so much for watching and enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah, it was a good start there. I'll say that much. All right, what was the second show here? Sucker. Oh, okay.
In the wilds of Eso, demons terrorized the land. and subjugated its people. They were known as the Spider, the Oni, the Kitsune, and the Snake. Many fought back. Many were cut down.
This is a game I need to get back and play. I kind of have like open world burnout fatigue, especially for these type of games. So I've been kind of slowly working my way back into them. But overall, I did like the first Legends for Ghost of Tsushima. I thought that was pretty fun, but it was very basic and linear. That's another problem.
Yeah, it was kind of like missions. You go on like these missions, and you just complete missions. Yeah.
So I wonder if they're, well, we'll find out, but I wonder if they improved it a little bit more. Because that's Sly Cooper DNA.
Nothing can stop a true warrior from vengeance, not even death.
It does feel like they went the Monster Hunter route there a little bit with the big boss fight. So maybe they did do something. March 10th, not that long.
Who do you think will come out on top, Sam? You? Or me? I can't wait to find out.
Shout out our friend Mr. Tyler.
Yeah. What is this game? I am so confused. Like all the stuff that's happening on screen. Like this looks ridiculous. I know it's a Kojima game, but like, come on, this is insane.
I want to give this one a try. I want to retry it. I have these games. I hated the first one. I heard the director's cut is good because they just make you just play the game in like the most linear way and have more fun with it. Tyler really raves about this game, like absolutely raves about Death Stranding, and I have such a, you know, lack of a better term, disdain for Death Stranding.
Yeah,
you know, and I'm trying hard to just go like, I'll try it again, I'll give it another fair shake. It is on Xbox, the first one. Obviously, the second one's now coming to PC. This game has an audience because it's Kojima. But I'm at the same time, it's like I said, do I want to make the time for it? It's kind of like Last of Us 2. I tried playing Last of Us 2, and then I said, I could be doing so much more productive things with my time than hate playing games, you know?
I like the GPU fans in the background there.
March 19th. So relatively soon.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Oh my god, it's a crow!
Hi, I'm Mike Booth from Bad Robot Games, the game director of 4Loop. As a game designer, a core goal of mine has always been to make game experiences that offer interesting surprises and unpredictable moments
looks like
that
a
never
thumb.
get old.
Like a literal
the
thumb.
result is 4Loop, an emergent, challenging, 4-player combat sandbox where you and your friends succeed through cooperation and improvisation, and where no two runs are ever the same. At the heart of 4Loop is a probability map, which combines alien technology and human ingenuity to plot your best path forward to defeat the invaders. Each node represents a different mission with its own risks, rewards, and surprises. Everyone votes to choose the next mission. Once you've chosen a node on the probability map, your team will teleport into the mission. You may have to collect mission-critical resources, or even rescue survivors that can offer cool upgrades from your gear, all while trying to avoid the alien forces constantly sending drop pods and kill bots to stop you.
I'm not gonna lie. My penis does not get hard looking at this.
Okay.
I nothing about this
metric to compare.
It's just not turning me on. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say here. I'm watching this and it just looks so generic. Like it almost feels like Maiden Dreams should be plastered on here, and that's what this feels like.
Yeah.
It doesn't look bad in terms of just like how like it looks, because the graphics aren't bad per se, but it just does not inspire me. I don't know. It feels like Turtle Rock. This guy is former Turtle Rock head. They hit gold with Left 4 Dead, and they've just been trying to recreate Left 4 Dead, and every time they do it, they just fail. You know, it's like the alchemist who figured out how to make gold, and then accidentally destroyed his formula, and just has been failing ever since.
Yeah.
We've worked hard to ensure that there are tons of items to choose from and a lot of strange creatures and mysterious things to encounter. For example, this weird alien plant is called a blink root, where you can collect a blink berry, which will teleport anyone who touches it to a random, distant location. All the various enemies, weapons, items, and mission objectives are all designed to interact with each other in dynamic ways that create emergent gameplay and endless, replayable chaos. That means your decisions really matter, and creativity and improvisation are key. We really want players to try things and think outside the box, like hacking an alien terminal to provide intel to the rest of the team, or being bombarded by killbot drop pods, or barely escaping with your life.
Or you could just play Helldivers.
Or Pizza Bandit.
Or
Arc Raiders.
Left 4 Dead. Or Arc Raiders.
Yeah.
I'm trying hard not to really shit on it, but what am I really seeing here? Sony is kind of competing against themselves right now. Let's just be honest here. They're paying a lot of money to capture a live service craze, and they've already got that with Helldivers. And what are you going to do? Are you going to play with your friends? Are you going to play Helldivers? Or are you going to play this? And I'm not seeing anything here that screams we should just play Helldivers. I mean, we should play this over Helldivers. And Ando says, Dev saw a roguelike branching path tree and shoved an 4-player shooter into it. Yeah, it does feel like they're trying to make it stand out. It just doesn't feel like it.
And if you do die, don't worry. So long as one of you makes it back to home base, you'll be reprinted and ready to try again. The home base is a place for your team to readjust their strategy, evolve your loadout, and choose rewards from an increasing array of powerful gear and upgrades. Each act of the...
But like I said, why would I play this over Helldivers?
As long as I don't think... Did they announce the price for this? Probably not. Like...
Oh, no.
Because if this is like a full price game, then it's dead. Like nobody's gonna go spend full price on a multiplayer only type of game.
Well, yeah. Also, Helldivers was only $40. That's another thing.
And Arc Raiders, yeah. So.
But like I said, nothing here is turning me on, man.
Probability map culminates in one of multiple boss battles. This is the Scanner Boss, a huge geologic surveyor that scans flux deposits.
You find
a
cube.
Its scan fields are very lethal, creating a dynamic obstacle course of lasers to avoid while attempting to destroy the boss itself. Because the scanner's body rotates like a 3D puzzle, you'll want to spread out and attack it from all sides. All, of course, while avoiding...
That's copyrighted. You can't say that because it looks like a Rubik's Cube.
Like I said,
avoiding the slow-moving, lethal laser grids.
This doesn't look like a cool boss fight, guys. I'm sorry.
Our goal here is to create something new, where every run has you yelling and laughing and saying, "I can't believe that just happened." We're currently in pre-beta, so there's still plenty of polish to come, and we need players like you to join us in upcoming playtests. Your feedback will be invaluable in helping us make this game truly great. We can't wait for you to play it for yourselves.
When?
Now, go and fail to save the world.
First off, it's got a name called 4 Loop. It sounds like a really shitty energy drink. All right, I'm just gonna say that right now. That's all I think about when I hear For Loop. Like even the logo looks like a shitty energy drink logo. Okay,
Yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna be honest here. Like this seems like the fucking next scam that they give to streamers to sell some fucking G Fuel like fucking energy drink shit. All right, I'm sorry here. Nothing about this. I try not to shit on stuff that I haven't played yet. It could very well be fun. I will caveat that right now. But nothing in here looks interesting or fun. It looks like every shitty bad robot movie they've made that combined into one. And they said, "Fuck it, bro. Let's make a video game."
I am very curious to see the playtest and how people react to it. That's like gonna make or break this game when the playtest comes out. I mean, it. Do you think? Actually, never mind. We'll just keep watching this because we're gonna chew up so much time.
Yeah, and it says Loop Forever would have probably been a better name. Probably. Or Loop 4? Loop 4 would probably be better. 4 Loop? No, no, I don't like it. Hey, Pragmata!
What's this?
That's the Earth.
I'm very curious about this game.
You really can make everything with lunafilament, huh? Looks a bit like New York.
Is that a place on Earth?
Can't believe we haven't found any survivors.
I haven't seen anyone besides you since leaving the vault.
All alone, huh? I know the feeling.
Hey, Hugh. What were you like as a kid?
When I was young, I was in an orphanage.
Okay.
I was a lot like you.
A robot?
I had a few bumps along the way. But I had someone looking out for me. And now it's your turn.
Okay, now there's a little bit more story to that, I guess.
Removal time exceeding estimates. Deploying reinforcements.
What in the...
That's not creepy.
It looks interesting. I am curious to see more about this game when it comes out, and my wife just came home, so I'll probably have to mute and let the dogs down real quick. But AC, what do you feel like about this game? Are you interested? Mildly curious? Cold?
Mildly curious. I haven't sat down and really watched any like extensive footage of this. If you keep playing this trailer, they announced something here.
Oh, okay. Oh, the gameplay
there
demo?
You go, yeah. So I will probably download the demo then and play it because I know it's been out, but I definitely want to play the demo.
Yeah. 6 survivors of Raccoon City, all dead from the same
I'm not gonna buy it day one though.
Yeah, that's
I'll
not
let you know.
good.
I'm buying it day one.
Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under. The Rhodes Hill Chronic Care Center.
Only because of all the weird Resident Evil fans out there.
I'll be right back. Get on some thoughts now.
So we got another trailer. A little bit more about Resident Evil Requiem.
You okay? What does Victor want with you?
What do you mean?
He grabbed you for a reason. Did you find anything on Elvis?
Not yet. Nothing on the servers at the CIA or the Pentagon.
You are an ignorant fool.
Leon, we're running out of time.
No, Leon.
Why me?
Well, I have no idea who he is.
The team has settled on a person of interest. A former T-virus researcher.
Because my master made you who you are.
Raccoon City was where it all began for me.
I'm coming with you.
We can talk. What do you want to know?
I don't want any more regrets. Whatever it takes, count me in.
This looks really good. I
Yeah.
can't wait to play it. Sorry about my dogs. They're just waiting for my wife to get inside. But I don't know. Every time I see more and more trailers for Requiem, the more and more I go, this looks pretty damn good.
Yeah, and coming from somebody like me who's a massive Resident Evil fan, because I've only played the first game, and that's the only game I need to play to be a big fan of the series. I'm very curious to see like how much of the core Resident Evil experience is in this game, especially since they're combining like two different play styles, and like you've got the Leon's like Resident Evil 4 type of gameplay
Mhm.
mixed in with like the somewhat classic gameplay. So as somebody, like I said, massive fan of the series after playing only the original game, I'm very curious to see how that will translate for somebody like me. So and what's interesting is a lot of people or not a lot of people. I've seen people online complain that they're going back to Raccoon City. It's like, why are they going back to Raccoon City? Raccoon City got nuked. Blah blah blah. But I don't know if you saw, because you had to step away there, Leon's hand. I don't know if you saw that.
Nah, I missed that one.
Well, he's infected. So
Oh, okay.
I was talking to our buddy, Mr. Jason there, and he was thinking that maybe this is a way to kind of close out his story by bringing it back to where it all began for him. So if they do it justice, that'd be pretty cool. I mean, I don't like, I'm not a longtime fan, despite my sarcasm there. I
You will
am,
be soon.
yeah, as long as if they do it right, then yeah, maybe that'll be pretty cool. But anyways, it does look impressive, like for a modern, brand new Resident Evil game. It looks very impressive, so I'm very excited to get into it and see how it is. So it's my first time pre-ordering a Resident Evil game, and very excited to play it.
I can't wait to play this too. Comes out at the end of the month as well, so we won't have that much longer to wait. I can't wait to get my Steelbook copy and add it to my collection. Because
What's weird too is there's no demo. Apparently, Resident Evil games have always come out with a demo beforehand, but this game there's no demo.
Yeah. Well, maybe they're trying not to spoil it this much because it's a new one, you know.
Yeah.
I think they put a lot of effort into it. Maybe that's why.
It's been a while since you've been back there.
Yeah.
PlayStation from Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, people are making jokes because there's like a screenshot about his Jeep being left there. I guess like it's a famous scene from one of the original games. And
Yeah.
It's like it's been there this whole time. Like people are like freaking out about it.
That's funny.
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Benson.
And I'm Sid Schumann. We're back with a new batch of games on their way to PS5.
But before we begin,
I
we
hate
wanted to
like
highlight
wearing
the upcoming
glasses
release
so
dates
much.
for both Pragmata and Resident Evil Requiem from Capcom.
It makes me
Both are
sad.
coming soon to PS5 with support for PS5 Pro.
Oh, I can't wait for the pro support. That's gonna be interesting.
Now,
I
let's
hope it's
return
good.
to the dark world of
I'll let you know.
Nosgoth with an announcement for
I have a
fans
Pro too.
of
What are you
Legacy
talking
of
about?
Kain.
Oh, that's right. Yes. You're not a pleb.
2003's Legacy of Kain Defiance is being remastered by Crystal Dynamics and will be available to pre-order today. The final chapter in the Soul Reaver saga brings players into the conflict between the vampire Kain and his betrayed lieutenant, Raziel.
I still gotta play these games.
This
I've been
remaster
slacking.
boasts updated HD graphics, a new third-person camera, and wayfinding level maps, as well as bonus features like character skins.
Now, what do you have to tell me?
Lost levels, deep lore, photo mode, and more.
Someone's upset by all this stuff that they just announced. I already feel it.
Yeah.
Somebody's
photo
just
mode. You can't have photo mode in a PS2 title.
they're just smashing their keyboard right now, like
Yeah.
they lost a game of CS:GO against them. You know.
Yeah.
The digital deluxe version of the game includes promotional comics and a playable demo of Dark Prophecy, the unreleased sequel to Defiance.
Oh, that means it's going to be released soon.
Given the choice,
That'd be pretty cool.
whether to rule
Oh,
a
would be.
corrupt and failing empire, or to challenge the fates for another throne against one's destiny. What was a king
to do.
Legacy of Kain Defiance Remastered launches next month and will be available to pre-order starting today.
And PS4. Nice.
Yeah, next month.
Brigandine Abyss is the latest installment in HappyNet's Brigandine series, which dates back to 1998 on the original PlayStation.
I don't know. I'm not even too familiar with this series, to be honest with you. I know nothing about this.
This fantasy war strategy RPG tells the story of 6 heroes who rise against an empire invading with overwhelming power. Enjoy deep strategic gameplay with over 100 unit classes, including knights and new types of monsters.
This feels like
and countless hours of gameplay, with 6 main storylines and side quests across 24 nations.
Apparently this series is actually a series, like from the PS1, I think.
Yeah, but I'm drawing a blank. I might have heard about this, but I'm not too familiar with this series. This is one of my blind spots for JRPG. Sorry, everyone. I know. I should know this, but I actually don't know a damn lick of things about this game.
Brigandine Abyss launches this year, and you can wishlist it starting today.
Interesting. I wonder what the price is.
Now let's head over to Koei Tecmo Games in Yokohama for an update on the Dead or Alive series.
こんにちは。シリーズプロデューサーの林です。本日はデッドアライブシリーズが新たなアップデートとともに復活することを発表させていただきます。
無限転身の名にかけて
Dead or Alive last round.
本作デッドアライブ6ラストラウンドはオリジナルのデッドアライブ
Now, this is the most infamous fighting game out there. I think it costs like $2,000 to get all the DLC. If I recall correctly, I think that's what this was.
This is a pretty big deal, this Dead or Alive announcement, because, well, I guess what comes later, so we'll just keep watching.
Exactly.
6をベースにダウンロードコンテンツとして追加配信したキャラクターをセットにし、PlayStation 5用の最適化、新規コスチュームの追加、新たなフォトモードの追加を行ったタイトルです。
Hell yeah, for you gooners out there. Yeah. And they got that chisel physics in the photo mode. Let's go.
in the photo mode.
Ah, yes, some prepubescent boy is going to learn that he likes women very much from this.
今後も新キャラクターや新コスチュームの配信など継続的なアップデートを予定しています。発売日同日に基本無料版も展開予定ですので、シリーズを遊んだことない方もぜひご体験ください。
あなたに私は倒せない。
June 25th. So summer game. I want that limited edition Xbox that they made for the original Dead or Alive Xbox for Japan.
Yeah, the blue one.
Yeah, that and the Panzer Dragoon one. Those are my like whales that I will conquer one day.
デッドアライブは1996年から展開している対戦アクションゲームシリーズです。数多くの作品を世に送り出して今年で30周年になります。そのタイミングでこういった発表できることを大変嬉しく思います。では最後に
Is it starting to bother you that we're just fucking old now? Because how many of these franchises are celebrating like 30+ year anniversaries?
No, not really. I don't know. I don't care. Not really.
I guess it's just me then. Okay.
You're
sorry.
the old man in the room right now.
I'm not as old as Brian, so I got that to hang on to.
こちらの映像をご覧ください。
Hell yeah. They know what you want.
But Carl, SDGs.
デッドアライブシリーズ最新作も開発。
That's what?
I said, but SDGs.
I like them though. That's all that matters. It looks beautiful though. If that's just a preview of the engine, it does look pretty good from that preview. No gooning.
始動しました。続報お待ちください。
I don't think you understood my joke, which is funny.
I did not. Sorry. Ah, I can't wait for this game. The new Control game, finally. Control Resonance.
Zoe, I see the spotlights.
And you're getting closer. Listen, Dylan, we're getting distress calls from the theater, but research thinks we might have a Resonant on our hands. No one should have survived that.
Then I'll hurry.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mikael Kasurinen, and I'm the creative director of Control Resonant, the game-changing sequel to Control. What you are seeing here is an early mission captured from our in-development build. We play as Dylan Faden, our supernaturally gifted hero, in a version of Manhattan like you haven't seen before.
This looks really cool.
We recently acquired Shift, an ability that empowers Dylan to seamlessly move through gravity anomalies and adapt to the world around him.
Why don't Remedy games sell, man? They always look so cool in these trailers.
Here we are showcasing a set of different forms of Dylan's main weapon, the Aberrant, can take, and his supernatural abilities. There are a lot of different ones you can discover to suit your playstyle. While in combat, we encourage you to play aggressively, balancing between melee attacks and abilities.
Any updates for me?
Kind of. You'll know it when you hear it. Just try to stay alive out there, okay?
Wow, I'm sold.
Almost there, Zoe. What the hell is that thing?
If I must say, this game's going to give a lot of people motion sickness.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like that already with all the gravity shifting and different dimensions that you're going to be walking on. Okay.
I think I hear something. I know where the Resonant is, Zoe. I'll call you back.
Resonants are the dominant threat in what's our most ambitious game to date. And we can't wait to share it with you later in 2026.
Yeah, it does look very interesting, Ando. I do agree with you on that one. AC, your thoughts?
I don't know. Like gameplay, it doesn't look anything unique that I've seen like from other games. You know, the gameplay looks similar to like other games I've seen, whether it was today or like before. I think like presentation, it looks really different. Like the art style or whatever you want to call it. Like I think that's kind of cool about it, but it doesn't make me want to go out and buy it right away. But like you said, the motion blur, the motion sickness thing, that's gonna be interesting if that causes the game to review bad. If the motion sickness is easy to get.
Yeah. Did you ever play the original Control?
No, no. That I think I probably saw one trailer for it and it just did not interest me. So I have to go back and review it and see if my taste has changed.
You should give it a try. I think it's a really good game, and it usually goes on sale for like $5 all the time. Especially because it has crossover with Alan Wake 2.
Long ago,
Now
you were
this-
made for this night,
Yeah,
to
my
save the age of man. Half human, half angel. They call you sin. I call you salvation.
Got the Doom music. I didn't hear any hype about this game online. I don't even know what this is. Interesting little co-op game. Crimson Moon.
Yeah, I don't know why. Well, let's just say from the usual suspects online, they were very silent about this state of play. So clearly there was a lot of good stuff on here that they couldn't, make rage bait content off of. The peoples in our circle really thought this game looked really cool, like Doom with a sword basically. But it has co-op, which is what kind of sold me originally when I saw it. I was like, oh, there's co-op to this. This is gonna be a lot of fun to play with somebody. Then I hope the gameplay is not super sluggish, like too tanky.
Dark Souls.
Yeah, like I hope there's like some nice counters or quick steps or whatever you want to call it, and it makes it a little bit faster than what they were showing there. But yeah, it looks really cool, and I'm very excited to try that out.
Yeah, I'm very curious too, because I heard. Yeah, well, I guess it'll be me. But yeah, I'm curious. I did not hear any hype for this online in my Twitter feed, so kind of a little under the radar game, I guess. Ah, yes, the Game Freak game.
I didn't know it was going to PS5.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, no. You gotta sell it in Japan.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said, of course it's coming to PS5. They have to sell this in Japan, and there's no Xbox presence, so.
That's true.
Sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. I'm more interested about this game now after the Xbox Direct and now this. Especially because it's not Dark Souls like gameplay, which definitely has me more turned on.
I'm turning there.
Yeah, but you play Devil May Cry in other games, there's a lot of parries, you know? Yeah, I'm curious to see how this game does.
Yes.
August 4th, end of summer game. Also day one Game Pass.
Thanks to Fictions and Game Freak for that new look at characters and combat in Beast of Reincarnation. It's coming to PS5 this summer.
Dog Days of
Our next title debuted 3 decades ago alongside the original PlayStation, and it introduced the world to an iconic character. Today, Ubisoft and Digital Eclipse celebrate that legacy with Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition. This digital museum features 5 playable versions of the original game, including the 1995 PlayStation release, enhanced with new accessibility options.
Yeah.
Discover the secrets behind Rayman's development through a long-lost playable prototype, restored for the first time. Plus, an interactive documentary packed with unseen design documents.
I like that a lot of these remasters that we're hearing about today, especially with the Legacy of Kain one, are also including scrapped, unreleased stuff as well.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool. You know, as this industry gets more and more evolved, it's nice to see that some of these studios are giving us a bigger peek behind the curtain.
Yes.
Speaking of peek behind the curtain, we got Mr. Pop Culture Mechanic saying, "Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening to you, sir."
And never before heard insights from the original creators.
Et à un moment, c'est Sony qui arrive en disant, bah voilà.
Oh, the French, boo!
Voilà notre console, on va révolutionner le jeu vidéo.
Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition comes to PS5 digitally starting tomorrow, while physical editions will be available June 26th.
Mina the Hollower is an action-adventure title from the creators of Shovel
this
Knight.
game for sure.
Take control of...
You like Shovel Knight? I don't think I ever asked you that.
I played about half of it and I gave up because it got really hard. But I remember playing it back in the day on the Switch. I thought it was cool. I liked the music. I just thought the game was insanely difficult.
of Mina as she charges into a bizarre mission to save a cursed island. Whip foes into oblivion, burrow under hazards and monsters, and hunt down secrets in a pixel-perfect love letter to handheld gaming. Mina the Hollower's release date is on the horizon. The limited-time demo will be exclusively available on PlayStation 5 tomorrow.
There's a demo out now, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe I should download that.
Set years before the events of the original game, this prologue tells the story of how Alba and the wolf cub Neva first met. Alba must earn...
Now, this is one of those games that was like winning awards for like games with an impact, so aka the Woke Award. But I heard it's actually really good from a lot of people that personally I know have played it. I do own this game on a Switch. I kind of want to check it out one day. They also made, I think, that Grease game as well, which I think is, what, French for gray. So I want to check it out more. And AC had to run and do something real quick, so he'll be back, folks.
The young wolf's trust and guide her through the blighted wilderness. Together, they will face new enemies and endure perilous trials, while confronting a monstrous force that threatens to tear them apart. Players can look forward to using new gameplay mechanics in all new locations.
Those look cool.
Neva Prologue launches February 19th.
Oh, it comes out next week? Wow. It does look interesting.
Up next, a tactical stealth action title from Shueisha Games and Acquire, a team with ninja credentials dating back to the Tenchu series.
Yako Shinobi Up. Yako? Nichua Games. See, I knew it. I knew my French it was going to come in handy one day. This one's not tickling my fancy. I would have to say.
Yeah.
This looks like a cheap mobile game, to be honest with you.
Yeah, in 2027, sheesh.
Yeah. Oh, I've forgotten about this game. Ooh, you got here. Have you ever heard about this acclaimed novel series, The Bird That Drinks Tears?
No.
Anyone in the chat, let me know if you've heard about this acclaimed novel series. I'm not trying to be sarcastic here. I've never heard of this because I don't read, as you can tell.
We are the children of water.
Oh, like Avatar. Okay.
Of the goddess. You filthy creatures. Faithless, soulless, unclean.
Oh,
this
crafting.
world
Okay.
was never yours to keep. How dare
hold on a
you
second.
stand in the way of...
What did that say? Oh, it's a Montreal Studios. So maybe it's a French
was
thing.
never yours to keep.
Maybe that's why I never heard of it, because it's a French
How
series.
dare you stand in the way of purity, little king.
Whoa. Whoa. Is that a chicken? Oh my god, it's a chicken.
Now.
Wait, what'd you say? You broke up.
It's like that one meme. You remember Chicken Little? This is him now.
Even pop culture's never heard of it. What the hell? Bro, what? we got Black with Wukong at home. That's what this is. That's what this looks like. Oh, okay. We got a rooster. Dynasty Warriors rooster. That's what this feels like. Project Windmill. I have no idea what I just saw there, and I don't feel like I can convey anything proper to that. AC, do you have anything to say to this?
Yeah, I don't know. Just that's like a crazy looking game, just in general. And I thought it was funny. You said it's like Dynasty Warriors. Like it's got that type of action to it, as well as like the Wukong, soft Dark Souls style combat. I mean, visually it looks technically impressive. So very curious to see how this plays on PS5 in the future. But yeah, the memes for this have been pretty funny online. Everyone's saying like they're like, oh shit, Peter Griffin better watch out. Or like I said, the Chicken Little meme just had me dying. I was like, that's pretty funny. Anyways, yeah. So I think Project Windless is, I don't know if that's the actual name of the game. So I think they got like a different name for it.
Yeah, it's like a working title, kind of like when Forspoken came out, it was called like Project Eden or something like that.
Yeah. So, well, I'm not sure. Like, this obviously is pulling from some East Asian like lore. So I'm curious to see like what that's all about. But I'm sure it's gonna do really well in East Asia.
This reminds me of that new anime right now of the chicken that like fights demons and stuff. That's what this reminds me of.
I wouldn't know, but I know Pop Culture Mechanic would know.
I think Pop knows what I'm talking about. But there's like a new anime out there where there's like an actual rooster that fights demons and stuff. It's pretty epic to watch. But it looks like they took inspiration from that and said, let's just make him a buff chicken. We got our Star Wars
racer has arrived. Welcome to the Galactic League. Since you're here, why not take part in a friendly exhibition race?
There you go, pop culture. That's fun. You know what? This looks pretty damn cool. I'm not gonna lie, this actually looks good.
Impeding! Impeding! If they weren't holding me back right now, I'd have you frozen in carbonite!
Were these former Burnout devs?
That's a good question. I'll have to look that up.
That because this feels like Star Wars Burnout a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Because I'm just getting Burnout vibes with the way that these little hovercrafts are just blowing up and taking each other out. Oh, they got pod races, Boba. I ain't gonna lie. When I first saw this announced at the Game Awards, I had low expectations. Seeing this, little aroused, not gonna lie. Feeling frisky right now. Feeling a little frisky on this game. It actually looks pretty good. Just kind of from what I'm seeing here. Gives me strong Burnout vibes. Very, very strong Burnout vibes. Did you look this up, AC?
I'm looking it up right now. It's gonna take a minute, I think.
That's fine, but yeah, pop culture also thought that too. I thought that too. It's Burnout Pod Racer. Yeah, you know, that original Pod Racer game from the N64 was such a great game, and the ports onto modern consoles have been very successful.
Well,
go on.
I think your intuition is right.
Okay, let's hear it.
I'm pulling up. So apparently, Fuse Games is a new AAA studio formed by ex-Burnout and Need for Speed devs.
I did call it.
Ex-Criterion Games developers, Fuse Games is a new AAA studio headed up by former Vice President, Criterion Games General Manager Matt Webster, and then Studio GM. Yeah, just all these people here, having worked on the likes of Need for Speed, Burnout, Battlefield, and Star Wars Battlefront. So, yeah. It looks like they had like some former Burnout devs working on this.
Okay. I you know what? I'm feeling frisky on this one, AC. How about you? Are you feeling frisky on this one?
I mean, like you said, I'm in the same boat. The initial trailer, like it looked like interesting for a concept, but I wasn't really sold on it. And then after seeing this, I was like, okay, this looks pretty cool. As long as they get they get it right where like there's a lot of customization like with your character and the racer, like whatever your card is going to be. If they do that really well, I think it could be a really fun game, like with all the different combos and stuff you can do, and obviously the gameplay, like it has to feel really good while you're playing it, like the controls and stuff. So yeah, I'm very curious to see how this will come out.
Yeah, we went from no expectations to feeling frisky. All right,
Yeah.
could be an interesting game. Might actually win best sports game this year. Who knows? And Pop Culture says the anime is called Rooster Fighter. So yeah,
Rooster Fighter. Okay.
Very very straight to the point. We're not even lying here. They fucked up though. They should have called it Cockfight. That's what they should have said. Ah yes, the James Bond game.
Bond is immature and reckless. He's a bad influence on the other recruits who inexplicably fall victim to his charm.
Look, I know where this is going. Do you mind telling me why I'm here?
I would like you to join His Majesty's Secret Service.
You what?
I know all about your exploits in Iceland.
I strongly believe that there is a need for such heart and intuition in modern spycraft. That's the very reason I'm bringing back the Double O's.
Need I state the obvious? He is not ready.
James, the service is over.
You're a rare breed, Bond. I should be interested to see what you do next.
009 will employ every manner of subterfuge to avoid capture.
Try not to draw attention to yourself.
Me? Housekeeping, I presume?
You seem the kind of guy who knows what he likes.
I am.
So you won't do anything stupid.
Of course not. I'm not an idiot.
Agents have very short life expectancy. And if you do get caught, we will deny ever having heard of you. How does that?
How are you feeling on this James Bond game?
I'm hoping it tanks, because then I can get points. Because I counterpicked it on Neo, because I like to see him lose.
On honest opinions, though, besides for rubbing it in Neo's face.
I mean, I don't have an affinity to the James Bond series as a whole, so I don't like. It's not something I've been waiting for. It's done by the same people that did Hitman, so I'm hoping that it doesn't have too much of that DNA in it, because those should be two separate types of like games, the Hitman and then this Bond game. So it looks cool. I'm not rushing out to buy it day one, so hopefully it does well, or does well for the fans that are waiting for this type of game.
I want this to be good, but for some reason my bones are just not shaking for this one. I'm looking at it and I go, I should be excited, but I just feel nothing. You know, like that's the problem. Like I know that there's been like controversy online with this game, but there's controversy online with every game that we pretty much can talk about. But for this one, I want to. It's kind of weird, but I kind of want spoilers to come out so I can understand this game. And at the same time, I don't understand. I don't know if I will understand the spoilers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It comes out the weekend after Memorial Day. So if you're looking for something for a nice early summer game, this would probably be a good start for your summer blockbuster experience, I guess. We'll see. May 27th, not that far away.
Sound.
When do I start?
My sister's birthday, by the way. It's on my sister's birthday.
I'm Peter Brown. I manage the game content team within Third Party Portfolio. We evaluate games coming from publishers all over the world, from indie to AAA. Those of us in the Third Party Portfolio team travel the world and meet with our partners.
Oh, this is
and it's even more exciting for me when
really
those partners have been foundational to my own love of video games. And Konami is definitely one of those partners.
Konami.
I think a lot of people remember Konami for being with PlayStation in the very beginning, taking some amazing franchises that everyone already knew and loved and injecting them with new technology and new ways of designing video games that we haven't thought of before. We were really impressed when Konami approached us with their list of announcements for today's State of Play. So to mark the occasion, we wanted to try something a little different. We join you today from Konami Creative Front Tokyo Bay, not only to share some really exciting reveals for upcoming games, but also spotlight some of the key talent behind them. We're really excited about the diverse lineup they've brought today, and we hope you will be too. Enjoy.
Okay. This is the one everyone's been waiting for.
One more thing I must do. One last punishment I must endure.
I already actually went out and pre-ordered this.
Outer heaven. He's taken command of this
Konami
immense
does
army
what
that is now
Kojima
preparing
can't.
to unleash an insurrection.
And that is bring Metal Gear Solid 4 outside of the PS3.
The sons of the Patriot system that controls the soldiers.
Will
Actually,
you do this for me?
It's somebody else.
Will you terminate Liquid? How long is my body gonna hold out?
When all of this is over, you'll have no choice but
to accept death.
This is my final mission.
So began the war between Zero and Big Boss.
Do you understand, Snake? Any means necessary. Just stop Liquid's insurrection. Liquid! God!
Is that the grandpa from Ben 10?
It could be.
It sounds like him. That's the only thing I hear is his grandpa from Ben 10.
Of the Patriots!
Because I knew where my loyalty belonged. Nukes. They're bringing nukes into Costa Rica.
We are not allowed to bear arms.
Please, you must drive them out of our defenseless country. As our deterrent.
Yes. It simply said Jack. Over and over.
Boss. Is that you? Answer me! Boss!
Yeah, I actually pre-ordered this one because I want to have it on Xbox.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm buying it on Switch. I'm playing it on Switch because it's just funny to be able to play it on Switch.
We're buying it on everything but PlayStation. That's
Exactly. Yep, that's the point. That is the point.
Yes, it's like we've been waiting for Metal Gear Solid 4 to come to everything else, and now it finally is here. We can finally retire, cash in our Bitcoin, and retire on the island, boys. We did it.
Yeah.
One thing I want to say, big missed opportunity to bring Twin Snakes into the collection.
メタルギアシリーズ制作プロデューサーの岡村典明です。メタルギアファンの皆様、大変お待たせいたしました。プレイステーション3向けのみで発売されていたメタルギアソリッド4ガンズ・オブ・ザ・パトリオットがプレイステーション5でついに遊べるようになります。加えてプレイステーションポータブル、プレイステーション3向けに発売されたメタルギアソリッドピースウォーカーを含むメタルギアコレクションシリーズの第2弾となっております。メタルギアサーガのラストを飾る伝説の作品を最新ハードでぜひ体感してください。そして、現在発売中のメタルギアソリッドマスターコレクションボリューム1につきましても最後のアップデートを実施いたします。初代プレイステーション向けに発売されたメタルギアソリッドには高解像度設定を追加し、ご覧のように映像が美しく文字も読みやすくなりました。またメタルギアソリッド3スネークイーターについてもさらなる高解像度化を実現しております。本日よりアップデート配信開始となりますので、この機会にぜひメタルギアソリッドマスターコレクションボリューム1も体験してみてください。さらに、今回の発表を記念いたしましてメタルギアシリーズの始まりの物語メタルギアソリッドデルタスネークイーターも特別なセールを実施しています。 50% オフという大変お求めやすい価格で購入できますので、この機会にぜひ楽しんでください。これからもメタルギアシリーズの展開にご期待ください。そして最後にこちらの映像をご覧ください。
You pick up the Snake Eater Delta?
No, I'm waiting till later this year. It's really cheap out here. It's like $30 or less right now, brand new.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting till like later this year to pick it up.
Yeah, I picked it up on Black Friday too, on one of those deep sales where it was like $30 as well. Well, this is a drastic change in tone. This game does look fun, I will say that. I wonder if that's gonna have like crazy like Destiny. That's what I wonder. We'll play the demo tomorrow. Also, this game is going to get a physical release. I did see that today, and Limited Run Games is going to be behind that as well. I know everyone hates that announcement. Oh, here we go. Everyone's pee-pee's being hard.
In the name of His Most Royal Majesty. By the grace of God, the King of France.
This looks really good.
Hell yeah.
Wow. Right on.
So now, we appeal to you, Trevor Belmont, last of House Belmont.
That clearly is not Trevor Belmont.
Yeah, there was like some confusion, and they didn't do a good job kind of splitting the two. What they should have done is they shouldn't have mentioned Trevor Belmont to begin with. I think that was a bad idea. But yeah, we're so back. It's been like a decade since like a real more than a decade since a real Castlevania game released, and they did outsource this. I don't know if you saw. It's a different studio that's making it, and it's the same studio that did Dead Cells. And
oh, it is. Wow. Okay, so that does make sense because they did a Castlevania crossover for Dead Cells.
It's that studio, but they're doing a full blown it's a brand new Castlevania game in the series, and now my prediction is that this is gonna probably be a game that's gonna retcon an older game, which is fine because the older game is not considered canon. But if it does do that, that'd be pretty neat. And I just hope it doesn't lean too much into the Netflix anime or the Netflix show, I should say, as far as like the story or the continuity or whatever. But yeah, it looks pretty legit. Looks really good, and I think they're gonna have a better grapple system than Super Metroid. Because good grief, that grapple system sucked in Super Metroid for a Metroidvania style game, I should say. That's one thing people are a bit irritated that it pulls more from the Metroid style of the gameplay rather than the Castlevania style. But let's be honest here, they're not going to go back to that original Castlevania style gameplay. That's kind of like a relic of the past. I like it. I like the original style, but everyone is into Metroidvanias because of stupid Hollow Knight. So if you have anybody to blame, don't blame Konami. You blame Hollow Knight because Hollow Knight ruined an entire generation of Metroidvanias. So
let's just blame Neo. It's his favorite game.
Yeah.
It's all your fault, Neo.
But yeah, let's keep watching because I think there's a couple more stuff here.
Yeah, I also did pre-order this too. This was one of my first pre-orders I did.
I like how you pre-ordered stuff before even watching the trailers. Like I'm just gonna throw my money to them before even checking out the trailers.
It's Castlevania. I know that it's probably going to be good, and if it's terrible, I will just sell it. I do this for like a hobby.
ご覧いただきありがとうございます。キャッスルバニアベルモンドカースプロデューサーの谷口勉です。今回見ていただいた映像はキャッスルバニアシリーズ40周年記念第1弾となるキャッスルバニアベルモンドカースのアナウンス映像です。これまで我々のチームは多くの方にキャッスルバニアに触れていただきたいという思いでシリーズの過去作を最新ハードでプレイしていただけるようにいくつかのコレクションタイトルを配信してきました。また多くの素晴らしいパートナーとコラボレーションにも取り組んでまいりました。そしてやっと本日新しいゲームについて皆様に報告できるところまで来ました。そのことがすごく嬉しいです。今回のタイトルでは
You know what it reminds me of? And I think you said this is like the one Castlevania you hated the most, Super Castlevania?
Yeah, how do you get that? I don't understand how you cross those streams.
With the whip and how it looks like it's got a lot of free flowing motion to it.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what it's giving me vibes of a little bit because the whip seems to be more free at your disposal.
エンパイアモーションツインという才能と情熱にあふれるシリーズへの愛を持ったスタジオとともにプロジェクトに取り組んでいます。これまでのシリーズらしさを大切にしながらも新しいアイディアと現代的なゲームプレイを取り入れることでキャラクターのアクションはよりダイナミックで。
So you said that this was another Redcon game? Sorry, I just remembered this. So what, or you might Redcon that game. What was that game you're talking about? I'm not too familiar with that one.
So there was a Castlevania game that released on the Game Boy in the 90s called Castlevania Legends, and shocker, you play as a female protagonist in that game. And apparently that game is supposed to be the oldest Castlevania game in like the canonical story, and the female protagonist actually has a kid. It's implied in the story she has a kid with Alucard, and that's how they start the Belmont clan. But apparently whoever it was, like the producer or whoever, said like they actually wanted to retcon that, like as far as like it's not considered main canon because it kind of breaks the rest of like the continuity of the Castlevania games going forward. So it's more or less just viewed as like a spin-off, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. But no, it was for the original Game Boy. You can play it in one of the collections. It's either the original collection, the anniversary, or the advanced collection. You could play it in there. If not, you could definitely play it on Nintendo Switch Online.
Yeah, you know how much this cost?
It's $40.
No. Like the actual game.
No, I don't.
$800 complete in box.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it is expensive.
God.
It's insanely expensive. Yeah.
I was curious. I wanted to look this up. Apparently, a loose copy you could get as low as $100.
Yeah, and I think out of all the Castlevania games for the Game Boy, it's I think the best one. Like because of like it's an original game. They ported I think either the first game or the third game to the Game Boy, and it wasn't really well received. But this game is like it's like its own game, so it's like it was designed for the Game Boy, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I'm very curious. I'm looking it up right now. The Japanese art for this is actually pretty cool.
For this game or the old
game? For the old game.
Oh, yeah.
It's got like an anime aesthetic too. It's pretty cool.
Yes, yep.
I like it. I'll have to check it. Look into this a little bit later.
爽快に仕上がっています。シリーズファンの方はもちろんぜひ遊んでくださいと思っておりますが、まだキャッスルバニアに触れたことがないっていう方にもぜひ楽しんでほしいです。発売は2026年を予定しておりますので、続報を楽しみにお待ちください。
Yeah, this looks really good.
Day one purchase. I'm waiting to see if they do any interesting collector's editions or whatever for this.
Probably with limited run. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
You can't stay in this room forever. I can't stay in this room forever.
This one looks interesting.
This is going to be hard. But you have to come back to me. Come back to me, Simon.
This is actually the spin-off studio is a Scottish dev studio.
I woke up in the water again. But This time it's different. I keep trying to fix what happened. But no matter what I do,
You can't fix it. It doesn't let us change things.
Does feel very nice.
You did what you did.
The atmosphere, it does feel like a very good Silent Hill game. Oh, Annapurna's helping make this.
Yeah,
huh?
that's crazy.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. You know what? I'm sold. This looks really good. Another thing too, I was doing some research about this game as well. Some of the devs also worked on Alien Isolation as well.
Oh, okay, that's really interesting then.
Yeah, so a lot of budgets going behind this game too, but it's also not that expensive. I think it was only $50 USD.
Huh? I wonder how short the game is then. If it's only 50.
Yeah, I don't think it might be a long project for that price too. But you know what? I want to know more. I'm interested. You've piqued my curiosity.
You want to know
here.
more?
Yes. Would you like to know more?
Yes.
Oh, they did a state of their own state of play for that one. Maybe I'll go watch that after this on my own time.
A world shrouded by lightfall. Shining drops of light that bring death as they fall.
Hell yeah. We got some weeb goodness here, boys.
Hey! Ash, come on! Let's begin our journey.
Those were Her Majesty's words.
I'm going to defeat you here and stop the lightfall.
That's an action RPG. Okay. Rev Noir. Waifu alert. Waifu alert. AC, thoughts?
The SSRI kids probably were going full overload when this trailer dropped.
I want to see more. That was very generic and linear. Curious to see some more about this at a later date.
Yeah.
皆
さんこんにちは。プロデューサーの門井です。ティザートレーラーの方はいかがでしたでしょうか。レブノワールは完全新作の JRPG です。私自身を含め JRPG を愛し続けてきたメンバーが情熱を持って開発したタイトルとなります。仲間との出会い、成長、 そして JRPG には大事な心揺さぶられるような展開、こちらを大事にしてナラティブというものを表現しようと、突き進めております。新しい冒険が始まるというワクワク感、ぜひ楽しんでいただけると思います。今日、お届けした映像は本当に一部の一部で、レブノワール続報がこれからもどんどん出ていくと思いますので、ぜひ、楽しみにお待ちいただければと思います。
I will stay tuned, sir. And that was Konami Direct inside the PlayStation State of Play. Well, overall, I think Konami's got some good stuff coming down the pipeline. I'm excited.
Yeah, a lot of great stuff there.
A lot of stuff to look forward to. Dare I say, are they making a comeback? Let's find out.
A man with your skill set must be able to move unconstrained, unrestricted.
Oh, it's John Wick.
He must be versatile, capable, adaptable. He must be grounded, stable, constant.
I like the music choice. I will say that.
Yes.
I believe you are ready, sir.
Well, they got the face model.
Yeah.
Right. You excited about this one? I've never seen a John Wick movie.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool. The gameplay they showed off. I've seen the first 3 John Wick movies, and they were fun. They're just like fun, like no-brainer movies to watch. Yeah, I think the game, if it's done right and the combat is as like combo heavy as it looks like it is there, and it's like fun and not like annoying, I think it'd be a pretty good game. I don't think it's gonna sell gangbusters, but I think it'll be still a fun game.
Reminds me a little bit of Sifu, but it's made by Saber, so I trust it.
Yeah.
And we got Nerd Cake joining us here.
Good morning, New Cascadia. This is Joy,
Good to
your
see you. I hope you
community
have a good
outreach
night.
liaison. It's a lovely day outside. It's
Got a new look at
quiet.
Marathon.
Very quiet. Rainfall is expected to begin in the early afternoon and last until a long time. For those who did not wake, your restless dreams endure, so small among the stars. Breathe softly. Do not worry. Peace is upon you, and I am here to walk with you into its embrace.
Mayday! Mayday! This is General Danik Reed of the new Cascadia colony on Tau 74. Whoever's listening, whatever's out there, we need anything. Weapons, supplies, a way out, way back. Mayday, mayday. This is Danik Reed. Tau Ceti. I feel like I'm praying.
This got a single player component? I got a
multiplayer. We had to do things to survive. Things I never would have.
We're monsters. We're all monsters.
Embrace. Embrace. Embrace.
I can't tell if this has got a player multiplayer.
Yeah.
Mayday! 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 Mayday!
Marathon. Yeah, still not interested.
Hey everyone, my name is Joe Ziegler and I'm the game director on
Yeah, you're
Marathon.
right. It doesn't look
Today
good. I
we're
agree.
excited to announce our server slam from February 26th through March 2nd, where you can join us on Tau Ceti and help test Marathon on PlayStation 5 and other platforms. Our server slam features an introduction to the survival gameplay of Marathon, giving you a chance to explore the dangerous world of Tau Ceti and unlock rewards for the full release on Thursday, March 5th. For all PlayStation Plus players, we're also excited to share a collection of unique weapon charms that pay homage to some of our favorite PlayStation games, including Helldivers 2, Death Stranding 2, and Ghost of Yotei, all available at launch. From everyone here at Bungie, thank you for joining us on this journey. We'll see you on Tau Ceti starting February 26th.
Hey, I'm Brett.
And I'm Kristen. Thanks to Bungie for that new look at Marathon, coming to PS5 on March 5th, with the server slam running February 26th through March 2nd.
Now let's check in on what's coming to PlayStation Plus over the next few months.
Yeah, what's coming to PlayStation Plus?
Up first, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 swings into game catalog next week.
Oh boy.
Developed by Insomniac Games in collaboration with Marvel Games, be greater together as Peter Parker and Miles Morales. Let's go! In this thrilling sequel, the Spider-Men must balance their personal and heroic responsibilities while protecting the city from iconic villains.
All Miles talks about is how to be a better Spider-Man. How to help you.
Marvel's Spider-Man 2 joins the PlayStation Plus game catalog on February 17th.
That's free, so there you go.
The PlayStation Plus Classics catalog welcomes two fan favorites over the next few months, starting with Tekken Dark Resurrection, a fantastic fighting game that originally released on PSP. PlayStation Plus Premium members can expect to revisit this handheld classic in March.
Okay, that's cool.
The original PlayStation version of Time Crisis brings arcade action to the Classics catalog in May. This version also offers gyroscopic aiming with the DualShock 4 or PS5 DualSense controller, simulating the original light gun experience.
Okay, that's good.
Big Walk is a cooperative multiplayer adventure about teamwork and talking. Hang out and get lost with your friends in an open world full of challenges, puzzles, and playful discoveries.
Or this friend slop, as they would say.
That's all for me and Brett, but we still have a lot more cool stuff to show you, including brand new Soros gameplay.
Housemarque's next action game releases April 30th, and creative director Gregory Loudon has even more systems and combat to break down. Let's take a look.
We got about like another 12 minutes, 14 minutes. We're getting close to the end.
What is that for you, Arjun?
Soros!
Finishing the mission. Keeping people safe. Oh, Arjun. I know you better than that.
Hey everyone, I'm Gregory Loudon, creative director at Housemarque. Today we're excited to show off our comeback stronger features and Eclipse gameplay running on PlayStation 5. In Saros, you step into the shoes of Arjun Devraj, performed by the brilliant Rahul Kohli, who is discovering the hostile shape-shifting planet of Carcosa. As you encounter a variety of ever more brutal hostiles, death is inevitable.
Yeah. I don't know.
But in
I have no
Saros,
thoughts about
death
it.
only means that you will come back stronger.
I mean, kudos
Welcome
for
to the
Sony for
passage.
believing in Housemarque.
You are not on your own. Interacting with the
I don't
survivors
know,
of
man.
Echelon 4 will help you understand the mysteries
really
of
good
Carcosa.
on the PlayStation 5 and the Pro model. Like, it's like I mean, clearly it's a next-gen game, but I just don't know about the gameplay yet. They talk about it here. But
I mean, if you played Returnal, it looks like Returnal 2.0.
I can't believe so many are gone. They didn't all die. Some of them changed.
This is Primary, the voice of Soltari. Here you can engage with our permanent progression systems to upgrade your armor's attributes and acquire special perks. With Carcosan modifiers, you can adjust your experience by, for example, making hostiles tougher, weaker, or even removing the second chance ability entirely. However, all adjustments you choose must be kept in balance to ensure a consistent challenge level. Primary also allows you to teleport directly to any biome that you have unlocked. This means getting back into the action quicker. It also means easier replayability the further you get into the world.
I think
Using the
that's cool.
teleport, you can now
wouldn't say that
quickly
much.
restart the selected biome and get back to where you were. And now it's time to take another shot at what killed you the first time around.
At least you don't have to
Eventually, you
restart
come
from the
across
very
an
beginning
alien
every
device.
time. So that's nice.
By using it, you discover that it calls the Eclipse. The Eclipse corrupts the world. It's a complete escalation of our gameplay, our audio, and our visuals on Carcosa. Hostiles now shoot corrupted projectiles, which reduce your maximum armor integrity, but you can restore it by using your power weapon. Weapons and artifacts also become corrupted, which alters them in both positive and negative ways, which ramps up the challenge.
Game looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Can't
We
argue
can't
that
wait
at
for
all.
you to play Saros when we launch on April 30, 2026.
Yeah, it does look good. I don't know if I'm fully on board yet.
Oh, interesting. Did you see that? The
What is
skins
that?
there. Just do the back a little bit. I didn't notice this until just now. Right when they show the skins.
Our maximum armor.
Just use the
Oh
arrow
my
keys.
goodness.
Go left, Mr. Luddite.
Yeah, but then I'm worried I'm gonna go far back. Let's see what you're talking about here.
All right there. They've got
Oh yeah.
the Yote and they got the God of War skin there, so that's kind of neat that they at least acknowledge that. But just quick thoughts about it. I mean, I like the dynamic there where it's like if I guess when the eclipse comes, it makes the world even harder. Not that that's not been done before. Like I just think about Breath of the Wild has that, and Tears of the Kingdom. So, but it is cool. Like if you die, you don't like restart. Like your restart isn't going to be like a pain. Like the purpose of the game is to die so you get stronger, and then you go back and try the challenge again. So I don't know about the gameplay loop yet. I hopefully they release a demo because I definitely will try it out if there's a demo.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get a demo, but I am very curious to see, what this game's gonna be when all is said and done. So
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Let's continue. It's a beautiful looking game, but I don't know. It just seems like that's all it is.
The air trembles. Mother Earth herself senses the coming battle. The world may hate us, we still have to see
it in?
A true team is
it is.
Unbreakable! You cannot stand against the storm. Feel the power of Mother Earth.
Let me at them, Storm. Limbo is waiting, and I'm starving for your soul! Time to end this.
I've got this one.
Ah, Steve Blum.
I'll show you how the X-Men get it done.
Let's go.
You're cooked, Bob.
Initiating attack. I am all that remains of Shi'ar technology. Prepare to be disassembled. Surrender to avoid further danger.
Let's finish this.
We are stronger together.
All right, this looks like it's gonna be a pretty good fighting game. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's gonna be really well received. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's gonna do well for the masses, like the normies and everything. I didn't get to play the playtest, so I don't know like the barrier to entry, how difficult it is as like a fighting game. I'm gonna be buying it, which I don't go out of my way to buy fighting games because I just like the roster a lot here. And I like the art style a lot. I think the art style is really cool. So, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a big fighting game guy. So as long as it can cater to somebody like me, where I can learn how to play it and have fun with it, I think it'll be a blast. Yeah, it's really cool. I like the characters, trailers, and so like they're doing this based off of teams here. So like we'll see what this next team that they're gonna show. There's only like 20 characters at the start, so I think there's only like one more set of 4 characters they have to show. But yeah, it should be pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure.
マーベル闘魂ファイティングソウルズ最新のトレーラーお楽しみいただけましたでしょうか。本当にお待たせしてしまいましたけども、こうして一番初めに X-Men のチームトレーラーを発表できたこと本当に嬉しく思っています。
We're super stoked to introduce the mutants as the newly formed unbreakable X-Men into the world of Marvel Token.
マジックは中間距離を大きな剣で制しながらテレポーテーションで裏回りしたりなど多彩なトリッキーな動きをすることができます。
Think of Wolverine as an unstoppable savage tank. Some of his claw swipes have armor on them, so he's literally going to be able to shred through opponents' attacks.
I like that they got Steve Blum to be the voice of Wolverine
体のいろんな部分をですね武器に変形して戦うことができるキャラクターです。
Also,
she's trained the X-Men over years to battle.
Use English voice acting, I think, because the prior stuff has been Japanese voice acting. So I think they still need to announce like the other English voice actors. So they could use other big names for the other characters.
No, very true, very true.
Simulation. So as a zoner in this game, she's going to set up so many traps that her opponents are going to feel like they're running an obstacle course.
トレーラーの冒頭では新たに紡がれるマーベルユニバース闘魂オリジナルストーリーの映像を含めさせていただきました。マーベル闘魂ファイティングソウルズ20キャラクターのプレイヤブルを実装しまして2026年8月6日に発売いたします。
Pre-orders open next week, so please check out our variety of editions and goodies, and we can't wait to share with you some more info.
Yeah, I can't.
Please,
I'm interested about this game too.
Stay tuned.
All right, we're in the home stretch there, AC.
Yeah.
Your son has returned.
Let's go. I'm going to say something right now. All right. Everyone's going to hate this when it finally comes out. I have a strong sneaking suspicion that they are going to try to make this more in line with the new God of War games. And what they're going to do is they're going to probably retcon some stuff. They're going to try to make the storyline a lot more in line with their future visions for the series. And to be honest with you, it feels like a lot of studios are starting to do that with a lot of these games. I think we're seeing it with Halo. I think we're going to see it with Gears of War. I think we're seeing it with God of War now. And I don't know if it's going to be as bad as some doomsayers will say it is. I'm still excited about this, especially because they got the original voice of Kratos to come back. So I'm hyped about it. AC, would you like to add something to this? Since you haven't played God of War, right?
No, not yet. You bring up a good point there. Obviously, yes, everyone's gonna hate it. I don't think in this day and age you can't please everybody, especially with these remakes, especially with the word remake being in the title there.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that this is gonna take like 10 years for them to pull it off because it depends on if they're gonna release them all at once, which I don't think they will. They're gonna slow drip it, so it's gonna be one game every like 3 years. And that's what I feel like people are going to be really irritated about is like how long this is going to take.
Oh, like the Final Fantasy VII?
Yes, like they're going to do it the Final Fantasy VII treatment where it's like a slow drip. Now, I didn't even think about that, how like, yeah, this is, since it's a remake, it's their chance to really make it line up with the new games. And that, like you said, that's really going to upset a lot of the diehard fans of the original story, the Greek story, which I would understand why. Like, that's kind of ridiculous if you're going to make it line up with the new games. I was more concerned about the infamous, like, stuff about the old games that are going to get completely cut, like the infamous sex mini games, right? Like that's what everybody was talking about. It's like there's no way those are going to survive. I'm sorry, I don't think those are going to survive. I think they're going to get axed, and that'll be one of the biggest things people complain about. But I do think, like I said, you bring up a good point about how it's going to probably line up to the new games, and that's going to be the more damaging aspect of it if you're one of those original Greek trilogy fans and not the Norse game fans.
I will say maybe one sex scene survives,
and that's the one with game.
No, I think it will be a mini game. I think it'll be only in God of War 3. I don't think the one in God of War 1 is going to survive though.
All right.
And the reason why I say this is I feel like God of War 1, like the original one, was such a we don't know if this franchise is going to carry on type of deal. Because at the end of God of War 1, spoilers for anyone who cares, basically Kratos becomes the God of War and is responsible for every war in the history of the world. And that was instantly retconned right away. Because they got obviously a sequel and then they changed up the story. So I think what you will see, in my honest opinion, and just this is me purely just going off of what I know about the gaming industry, God of War 1 might see the most changes, only to fit more in line with just the later on story and the retcons and the continuity and everything else like that, with some modern audience changes and stuff like that too. I can see that for sure. Because, even though the sex scene is fun, as a kid, it really doesn't serve a purpose at all for the story or the game. Let's just be honest here, but I think, like I said, I think number 3's with Aphrodite, that sex scene, I think that one has a good chance of staying.
Well, we can't win the war, but we can win the battle then.
It's just being a realist here, right? And I'm not going to. This isn't a political take or anything like that. You can say agenda this, agenda that. I'm just being honest here. You can make an honest argument, a fair and honest argument, that the sex scenes in the first game will probably be gone, and to be honest with you, everyone will be upset about it. And by everyone, I mean some people online. But in my honest opinion, it probably is going to go also because it just doesn't really add anything to the game. Just pure honesty here.
I am curious how David Jaffe's going to react to this, since he's not really a part of this anymore.
Well, Jaffe was only really a part of like the first game.
Okay.
And then afterwards, it kind of started to. He started to like. He I don't think he was super involved in the second game. I think Cory Barlog was more involved with God of War than Dave Jaffe was. He helped create it. Don't get me wrong. But I think he was only there for the first one where he was like the lead guy. The second one where he was kind of like an executive producer, and then he wasn't even involved in the third one. So yeah, I'm curious.
Hey, what's happening? What's happening, people? It is OGTC. That's right, the original God of War. Yeah, I'm back, baby. And I'm thrilled to bring you some exciting news about the series today, starting with that teaser that you just saw, yeah? Now look, we are happy and excited to finally confirm that, the Greek trilogy remake is now in development. Yeah, man. I know. Sit down.
He looks like Dennis Rodman without painted hair.
This project is still in the early stages, so it'll be a minute before we get back to share another update, right? But I'm telling you, next time we come back, we coming with something big, baby.
This guy screams, "I'm black." Like, there's no way to deny it. This guy just exudes like 90s black man energy, and I love it.
Yeah, I like this part of the show the most. I think, just it's like a real like human being really excited because he's got a job again. So
you know, he reminds me of Bernie Mac here. He's giving me Bernie Mac vibes, and I love it.
Yeah, and in addition, since we're approaching the last few months of God of War's 20th anniversary year, we couldn't let it close without one last surprise. Now, this announcement is a passion project that will let you experience God of War's signature brutal combat, rewarding exploration, and heartfelt storytelling like you've never heard it before. I'm telling you. That's all you get. So, thank you for 2 strong decades of support, and we can't wait for you to see what we've got cooking to keep the next 20 years surprising, fresh, and fun as hell to play. Yeah, all right, you can watch it now. Go. Why are you still here? Go. Go! Before I was a father. Before I was a god. I was a Spartan.
Spartans! Our duty is to Sparta. Fear is a reaction. Courage is a decision. Press your attack! Don't relent! Never on our backs! Never left behind! Always united!
The legendary saga of gods and monsters, of tragedies and triumphs, of destruction and redemption begins here.
Heroes, be ready!
Apparently, this game has co-op.
That's crazy.
All right, then we got the montage of everything we just saw, and to be honest with you, overall, give it a solid. I give it a solid A. That was a good presentation.
Yeah, for a for a non-Sony guy like a Nintendo, I thought it was a solid state of play. Great opener, great closer, a lot of great announcements in between from studio publishers, like Konami and what they rolled out. Obviously there was some like updates to like games that are coming out this year. So you got the Tokon and the Control stuff like that. But yeah, like the announcements was great, and I'm glad that they did a shadow drop. That was really nice. The shadow drop there at the end. So yeah, very solid. And like I said earlier, I saw a lot of hype from the state of play online, but like barely any like backlash or whatever from the usual crowd of people. So clearly, it did something for some guys. It did well. So
Yeah, I'm very excited to check some of the stuff out. I actually did buy that God of War game, and I actually was playing it before we came online, to be honest with you.
yeah, that looks cool. Did they announce a physical for that? I don't.
No physical.
No. Yeah, I'm not. How much was it, by the way?
It was $30 USD for the basic version, or $40 for the deluxe.
Okay. Yeah, I want to play that. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it right away. It looks a lot of fun. I like the art style. I like the music. The music sound really good. The sound effects too and everything. So I didn't know it was co-op. I don't know how I didn't see that the first time around, but that is pretty cool that it's a co-op game.
They kind of kept it on the DL. That's what
Yeah.
it feels like for that one. I guess there is a way to play it, but people don't know how to do it. I saw, I think it was an article on Twitter. I can't remember where though, but it was getting a lot of good. It was getting a lot of confusion from people. That's what I want to say.
I tell you what, I am glad for the God of War fans out there that were holding out for the anniversary stuff. Like, they waited till the 11th hour to finally like drop something anniversary related, and at least they shadow dropped it. So that's a good thing. So.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. After we're done here, I'm gonna go play some more of that God of War side-scroller game. One thing that's freaking tripping me up is Kratos' brother's voice actor is Robin from Teen Titans. So I just hear Teen Titans Robin now when I play that game.
That's funny.
It's messing me up. It's messing me up to hear Robin go for Sparta. It's just happening here. So if we got Ben 10's grandpa, Robin, and Steve Blum. So there you go. We've hit all the voice acting, recognizable voices, and it's become a very interesting for sure. So that should do it for today's episode. It definitely was fun to watch that. That was a super long presentation, hour and 12 minutes, and we spent a lot of time talking about it. A lot of exciting games coming out there. A lot of games that we've already seen. So some of it was a little bit lows. But overall, I think Sony actually had a really good one for once. Every one of these has either been like a C or B in my grade. This is a good one. There's a lot of good stuff announced for everyone. And yeah, definitely looking forward to more of these games coming out now as well. Also, I just found out that the Metacritic just dropped for Yakuza Kiwami 3, and it's not doing that good.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I just saw it because I have it on our little video game thing. And I got low points for it.
Well, hopefully they learn their lesson, but they
Hopefully.
probably won't.
We shall see. I think I just went out there and I just tried to make a pickup too, so let's see if I get that. With that being said, AC, do you have anything to say before we close out, where they can find you, so on and so forth?
Yeah, you guys can find me here on the YouTube's Angry Canadian, and I try to do either weekly or bi-weekly gaming streams, retro gaming streams, and now that I've got a better capture card, I'll be able to stream all the consoles that I own, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And next stream, We'll see. I might start Resident Evil 2 because I know that's been requested by a few people. But now that I got this capture card, I can actually start streaming console games now. And I promise people from my American trip pickups that I've got a lot of console games I got to stream. So Sonic 06 being at the top of that list right now. So yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of fun talking and going over the state of play. Great state of play. It was entertaining to listen and to watch to it and see people's reactions this time around.
Yes, for sure. And definitely looking forward to some more of that. And that will close it out for this week. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by. Next week, we got a full show week. It feels like a lot of stuff has been building up. But we got 2 episodes of Legacy Loading that will be coming on with a couple of friends of ours, a couple guests. Backlog Battling will be off again one more week, and we will be back next week, or the following week, I should say. And, of course, we will be doing the weekly news show as well, and I believe Cream will be on that. Lots more pre-recorded content that's still in the pipeline. My wife will be editing some more of that soon, so it'll be posted up there. And with that being said, everyone, have yourself a good Friday night, or Saturday in your case, Mr. AC. And everyone, have yourself a wonderful Valentine's Day tomorrow if you have a significant other. If not, well, you know, Pornhub is free, so you got that as well. I am Carl, this is AC, and we will see you all tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow.